not my buddy.
Welcome to Surface Noise, the A-side.
So this is really bizarre. So I'm multiplaying on YouTube, and it's literally showing us looking like a bunch of cool guys in the bottom. So I think I fixed this. What a bunch of maroons. We'll get this. We'll get this. All right. Well, room is filling up. We'll let get some more folks come up in here. Yeah. I'm gonna have to correct that because that looks really fun. Good thing I didn't pick my nose, because usually when that plays, it goes dark. It doesn't show us. Like I could be doing the funny sounds of my armpits and all that stuff. But yeah, see, Music Talk with John. He's like, hey, oops. So all right. Well, bear with us, folks. This is a new platform we have switched to Restream. I don't know if it's worth endorsing just yet, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Music Talk with John. Oops, that's exactly right, John. This is going to be a stub your toe presentation, so grace and space. I appreciate it. We've already got some people, some wisies. Malaya, how you doing, Malaya? Oh, my volume is very low. Okay, well, hang on, John. Thank you.
That's what I was telling you in the background.
You're right. Okay.
Backstage.
Advanced options. Here, if I did that. Let's try that. Is that any better? Hello? Brooklyn? What a mess. Well, this is gonna be an all-timer. It's gonna be an all-timer. There's Eddie Perez. Eddie, how are you doing? I'm also a little under the weather. I've got some of that like winter stuff going on, so I will if you can't hear me, gallery, just start calling me vile names like the Bleach Boys want to do. So appreciate it. Kendall is here. Spin Doctor and his vinyl minimum. Hello, Kendall. Art, North Carolina vinyl picker. Okay, John. Yep. Nope. The same. Well, I will mess around with the sound, and we'll see what happens. What if I take it off? Is that any better? I'm just gonna be putzing and smoking. All right. Well, I'm gonna put it right there. Ooh, look at that. Can't show you the goods. All right. Oh, see, Malia says I sound fine. John, this must be a you issue. So Malia says I sound fine, and I'm clearly looking fine. So I mean, I'm doing it both. Thank you, Dave. Oh, my man, Tiki Man, David Nelms. Tiki, hello. How's it going? All right. Enough of this, John. I think. Are you trolling me? I'm not using a 1972. Come on. But funny enough, I found a Fisher Price record player at this antique mall up the street. I almost bought it for the novelty, but maybe we'll talk about that. Fred from Belgium. Hello. All right. Enough. This is Surface Noise A-side. It's been a couple weeks. It's not deliberate. I didn't have any plastic surgery, or I wasn't evading the authorities. It's just the way the timing with Thanksgiving, and we wanted to keep the trajectory with spins on the B side. And you see most of these guys anyway every week, so I'm just an accessory at this point. But Concert Buddy, ones and twos, good to see everybody. Got some familiar faces, but I'm going to start with a new face. And if you follow the Concert Buddy YouTube channel, you saw me put this in the community tab. It's a new member of the vinyl community, longtime record collector, hopefully. His name is Jeff. The channel is Vinyl Record Info. Jeff, welcome to the presentation.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, and thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Yeah, Jeff was unfortunate, and he got to run into me at the Noble Records 5th anniversary sale. And unfortunately, I overheard him talking with Dylan about having a channel. And of course, I just butted right into the conversation like a mule. And hang on. Jose is doing something. Is he in the back? Let me see something.
He's backstage.
He's backstage. All right. Let's see if I can find him. Jose, where are you? How do I find you? In the backstage area of this damn thing. All right, hang on. He is. There we go. Jose is right here, and Jose has made it. Jose is looking like an extra from Rookie of the Year. Jose, how are you? And I can't hear you. Come on.
Can't.
I'm fucking with you. Hey.
Oh my gosh. There we go. Wow. That's funny.
Wow.
Well, I was in a work meeting. Sorry.
A work meeting, Jose. Look at you. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, that's a good response as opposed to I completely forgot about the stream, which is also a understandable yet almost unforgivable thing.
It's
And you
also
got,
this guy's fault. So
oh my gosh, look at this. All right, so now we've got Jose, we've got Jeff, we've got another person with a J. Start the first name. You know him. Some love him, some hate him, some don't even know who he is. He's. I should have had him sign a non-compete. Now he's on other podcasts. I'm going to lose it. This is how it works. I'm breaking the talent, and then they're going elsewhere. Jason Rojas, good evening.
Concert Buddy, thanks for having me on. So everybody be prepared for the unofficial Al Hurt Vinyl Tag 2025 coming your way this Sunday, okay? We're going to go through all of Al Hurt's biggest hits, right?
Herb
Don't hurt
Alpert.
him, Don't hurt me, right? Oh, man.
Wow.
Tough
Al
crowd
Hurt.
here.
Did anyone
Tough
have
crowd.
Al Hurt on their Surface Noise A-side bingo card? I didn't.
I don't even know who the fuck that guy is.
Well, Jose, I don't think you're alone in that assessment. But and then he just had to fit in. He went and got a coat. He's looking dapper. He's got probably the best Christmas tree, at least of any of us fools. It's Arnaldo. The channel, if you don't know, you should know. It's Fidelios_frequency. Arnaldo, greetings.
Greetings. It's been a while, Chance.
It's been a while. I thought you guys would probably never welcome me back. You guys were having such a good momentum with Spins Vinyl, the games, talking about box sets. You guys were going down the slippery slope or the controversy. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I was a proud papa.
You missed a duel between me and Jason.
A duel? Oh, I
On the
must have
duels
missed.
box set.
Oh, I watched some of that. Yeah, I had some. I ducked in for a little bit because I wanted everyone to know that I flipped my box set like it was a badge of honor or something. It was probably me just being a knucklehead. But anyway, all right. Well, I'm still figuring out the controls. If you're just walking in or tuning in, we've got a new live stream provider, this Restream thing. So there's going to be some bumpy rides. I even was testing some of my my patented drops. You know, the things I try to be funny with, and they just don't play that loud. All right, did anyone hear that one? Please tell me you heard that one.
Yes,
All right.
we heard it.
So it's funny because they just started such a low volume. I had to send them a trouble ticket. I'm like, I need my drops. Like I need this is my like intellectual property. This is how I'm branding myself in the vinyl community. So we'll see. And then they don't respond, which is also not. There we go. All right.
Is there any way to write in the chat in this shit of a stream?
Oh my gosh.
What do you write on this?
So
You
can write,
can't.
Oh, you
but I don't.
can?
But Jason was telling me viewers can't. So is that so? When you guys can you guys not? Jason said he can't. There's not in the chat box. You guys have access to a chat box or no?
It's you only see the chat that's happening.
So you see the live chat, but there's not like a little message box at the bottom.
It's just private chat. That's all I see.
Interesting. And there's not like a little drop down by a Restream logo.
I have not found it. I've been typing on another.
On the YouTube. Okay. Well,
Yeah, on YouTube on another
Excellent.
computer.
Hey, listen. Hey, we're not only record collectors, we're resourceful record collectors. So I think we'll figure it out. Shout out to Cesar. Says hello. Except Jeff. Cesar, this is not nice. Jeff is a guest, and this is terrible manners. Like, I mean, are you already anti-Jeff? Jeff hadn't even been here 5 minutes, and he's already making enemies. Come on.
That's all right. I get it. It's fine.
Oh, hang on. Look, this is Caesar's a good guy. See, he even gave you your own shout out. So
There you go.
way to come clutch. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. I didn't shout at everyone, but I see some familiar faces. I see Paul here, BK. Hello, BK. I see, Music Talk with John. We're not going to touch this one. Music Talk with John says, do I have to remove my 2025 vinyl tag video? I heard there's some controversy. Accurate. I'm not touching this one. Maybe in January, I may come with this one. I've got some other video ideas, so we'll see how it goes. But anywho, all right. So if I want to throw it and see, there's the Al Hurt. But see, Jason, I can't figure out here. This is it. Yeah, look at that. This made you big. Look at that. So, Jason, what do you for the visually impaired? Can you show or describe what you're showing right now?
Since there's a controversy with the Vinyl Tag 25, I will introduce this Sunday the unofficial Al Hurt Vinyl Tag 2025.
Hey, can I make
Okay.
can I make a different type of vinyl tag here? It's called "Don't Make a Fucking One." So that's gonna be my tag. I'm gonna upload a blank video, and you can imagine whatever the fuck you want.
Jose, are you in like Minnesota or South Dakota? I have never seen you with a like with a down jacket on.
Well, it's cold. It's like 8 degrees right now.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
cold.
Arnaldo, that's a
It's
great
cold where
point. I
you
don't
are.
think. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I've never
Wait,
seen.
wait, wait. You think down here on the southern border we're like, oh, it's fucking summer all year? What is this shit? What is this shit?
I don't know. I have never been to. Can we disclose where you are?
I'm in my house.
Right. No,
Oh
I know. Yes.
no! Oh no!
No,
South of
yeah, it's
Portland, where you are. I've never
Monterey.
been
Yeah.
there, so I assumed it was.
Oh, I've said it like 1,000 times. People
Yeah,
know what.
I assumed it was really. It was always nice weather.
Well, it's 8 degrees right now.
Hey, Arnaldo, you're not the only one. Malaya's here. She says, Jose, why is your coat on? Does your heat work? Jose, how do you respond to such a allegation?
I'm a man, and I just like not using that shit because it make my head hurt. So why the fuck am I gonna use the heater? It's 8 degrees. I just put a jacket on. What is this shit?
My goodness.
Well, what about your significant other? You gonna allow her to freeze?
Wait. There's no fucking central area in this side of the world. The central is a fucking dumbass shit that some guy that hates paying electric bills put up. I don't know why that shit even exists, but no, we don't have central air. It doesn't exist here. If you have central air in the house here, you're probably like laundering money or some shit like that, which is always nice, I guess.
All right.
That was a great answer. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Why don't we kick this one off? Because we've already done a lot of jibber and jazz. I'm still the expression, you're building the plane as you fly it. That's truly what's going on behind the scenes. I noticed my little scroll wasn't here, and I did it earlier. It's been a day. It's been a day. So first topic, and this is kind of what was in the thumbnail art. Let's talk about some albums. No skips. These albums are so good. You got to play them all the way through. Now, I hope my panelists came correct. I feel like Jose is just going to pull stuff off the shelf, and that'll work too, Jose. So I think we'll get it going. But Arnaldo, I'll start with you. Arnaldo, what is an album that is?
Oh, we're gonna start with me. Oh
Yeah,
man.
let's start with you. Come on, you're the one. You're the most northeast. You're the most northern of any of us. So we're gonna start
All
from the
right.
top of the. So I'm gonna make you big. Talk about some albums that are so good you don't skip. And what I mean by that
Only
is you just play them and you just what's that?
I only brought one.
That's good
The
enough.
first-
Let's get.
The first one that came to my head that whenever I play it, it's from the beginning to the end. You cannot skip a song, nor do I go to just one song on that album. Play DJ, just listen to a couple songs in the middle or whatever. And it's got to be OK Computer.
Oh, interesting. That looks
Radiohead.
familiar. Okay.
It does, right? So we got Airbag, Paranoid Android, Subterranean, Homesick Alien, Exit Music, Let Down, Karma Police, Electioneering, Climbing Up the Walls, No Surprises, Lucky, and The Tourist. So I can't skip any of these songs. I usually listen all the way through. It is my favorite Radiohead album, probably one of my favorite albums of the 90s. So for me, it's listen to it all the way through. That's all I got to say.
Arnaldo, is that without saying too much, because we want to keep some things private? Is that the copy that you potentially recently acquired?
It's one of the two, yes.
Oh, delightful!
Still haven't decided which one I'm keeping because I haven't had a chance to thoroughly listen to both of them. One seems to be compared sonically. To me, they sound exactly the same, even though the guy was saying that one supposedly was better than the other. I'm probably going to keep the one that is quieter. The other one, to me, seems to be a little bit noisier. So, yeah.
I like it. It's an OK Computer. Fair choice. I don't hear any kind of venom or like hissing from the gallery, so I think we're doing okay. That's good. All right. Well,
OK Computer, actually, I'm not too familiar with them, to be honest with you.
Well, Jeff, I think the streamers are calling your
He's
name, my friend. I think
It's
they're.
time that you get yourself
he's,
acquainted with it.
he's not that okay with computers, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jose! Boom, boom. He says.
This guy got the bends. That's
Is
it.
that all you? Is that the only snarky comment you have to make on one of my picks, Jose? That's the best you could do.
I like Radiohead. You know I like Radiohead.
But you're gonna tell me they have another album that's better than OK Computer.
Well, I think it's better, but I'm not gonna shit on your.
I know
opinion.
you're a fan of Kid A, right?
You think I'm gonna shit on it just because I can shit on it? No, I like it. I just prefer Kid A. I prefer Kid A.
Like-
because all the songs sound like and it's better, you know.
Wow.
Can you do that again? Can you do that again?
You can.
Yeah, can I make you big so we can clip this off for the best of video? Jose, please reenact what you just did there.
Let's see the replay. That's it.
Well,
So-
we have to do that. All right. Hey, Arnaldo, we've got, I believe this is a compliment. This is Bobby Gass. Is that ever a busy Christmas tree? I like it.
Oh,
Also-
come on, it's not so busy.
Also, by the way, it is a little busy, but also I'll say that a Kid A is way more depressing than OK Computer, which is a good thing in my book. Way more depressing. How to disappear completely? Way more depressing.
Way more depressing. Well,
Yes, which
listen,
is
we're not
good.
about making
Well,
people
it
sad.
has-
Come on.
It has Fit or Happier on it, so
Yeah. Yeah, I did the Beavis and Butthead. Yes.
see that's the one that you skip. When it comes to Fit or Happier, that's the song that I skip.
So, Arnaldo, we got a question from the gallery. I think you've heard this name before. Alex Dickey. Alex Dickey asks, what year was that pressing Arnaldo?
98.
So,
I also have a 98.
Remember the whole let's compare and look on
Oh,
Discog.
listen, I know. I was there. I was boots
We were
on the
there. We were
ground.
trying to figure it out.
Hey,
There
have
may
you
be
gotten your record, by the way? Not to have you gotten your record yet?
No, it's on the way.
Oh shit, that took.
Yeah.
Jose,
Longer
it's
than-
real on the show. Jose, let's
Sorry,
talk about
sorry.
the freestyle. Holy
I got late. I got in
we're a
late.
lot more. We're a lot more fine tuned than this. Jose is just. We got to put him back in the playpen. All right, Jeff, you're the guest here. What's a record for you that you got to play all the way through? It's
Well, I got
tried
three.
and true, and I'm done rhyming.
All right, I got three to show you.
Yeah,
And
let's go.
Two of them are cheating. So I thought,
Okay.
come on, immediately start cheating.
Beautiful. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I think is the
That's
expression.
right. So the first one is this Russian roulette. And the reason why you can't skip a track on this is because you physically can't skip a track on this. So this is a Rush album that was only put out to radio stations. And the way that this was pressed, it's really cool, is instead of the songs being on one set of grooves for song 1, song 2, song 3 until you hit the dead wax, all of these songs were pressed per groove. So no matter, that's the whole play on the words, right? Russian roulette. No matter where you put the needle, it's going to play a different song on the Rush album. And so it's just, it was pressed in a super interesting way. Like on the front here, it says, why Russian roulette? Simply place your tone arm on the edge of this record as you would normally do. And when you let a Russian roulette spin, there's an equal chance that any of the 6 featured Rush songs will be heard using this unique mastering process, causing completely random song occurring. In other words, we have assumed control. So it's like 2112, you know?
Nice.
It's really cool record. It only came out on radio stations, and I've tried it out a million times, trying to get different songs and trying to like time it to where I can get the right one. But it's just a cool novelty thing. And
Nice.
Rush is by far my favorite band, so I go crazy when it comes to Rush stuff. So
I like it. So Dana Kimbowitz is here, and he says, "Oh shit, that's a rare Rush album." First time seeing it, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, it is. It's a rarer one. And then the second one is this 2112. Again, it's cheating a little bit because side 1 is one song, so you can't skip it. It's 2112.
That's smart. Come on, that's smart. I like it.
Yeah, right. There's a white label promo on that Mercury, but just one of my favorite, albums of all time. And 2112. I wish somebody would make like a short or like a short movie on it, because the song 2112, I mean, that would be a really awesome movie, I feel like, or at least like a short. And the last one is you forget about this sometimes because it's so common and you don't think about it. But Boston, they're first, and this is kind of bleeding into some other topics we'll get into later about first albums, but every single song on this Boston album is killer. It starts off with just side A. I'm looking at More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay, Long Time. I mean, it's just every single, you forget, because it's Boston. Sometimes you're just like, but rock and roll band, Smoking, Hitch a Ride, Something About You, Let Me Take You Home. You can't skip anything on here because you heard it at least before on the radio. So couldn't bring that up without at least bringing up Boston.
Now, I like that you showed Boston because I believe it was Kendall who's in the gallery. Spin Doctrines, Vinyl Mayhem. He was there when we met in North Carolina. I think he mentioned Boston, if I'm not mistaken. So I like the synergy that we've got that going. So that's excellent.
Good. We got a good mind. I like it.
All right, Jose. I think it's your turn, Jose. Don't drop the ball, so to speak. Don't drop the soap, as they like to say. What's something you can play start to finish with no skips?
I have like I pick up like 5, so I'm gonna. But you know what? I tried to put up like very common shit, so people don't be like, "Oh, he's just saying that because he's a fucking hipster." All right, so
all right.
I'll go with the most famous one to the one. All right.
All right, do it.
All right. The first one is a Funhouse by the Stooges.
Nice choice.
I love this record. I think it fucked the other 2 ones. I mean, I love them, but this is such a great album. The energy is always so high. The playing, it's incredible. I like the fact that none of these songs are like overplayed at all. It's always like a record. Like if I'm just like got home and I want to like put something and flip it and have a good time, I put Funhouse. All right.
Nice choice.
All right. Second one, it's gonna be my favorite Velvet Underground record. To be honest, I've never understood what's all the hype with the first one. I do like it a lot, of course, but this one is just so beautiful. It's the first Dog Yule record. You can see Dog Yule there.
Is this self-titled? Is that?
Yes, this is a self-titled record because the first one's called Velvet Underground and Nico, not self-titled, right? This is a self-titled. It's the Velvet Underground, and there's something very beautiful about all the songs. John Cale is not in here, who I love with all my life, but I think Dog Yule's voice, it's very pretty. I think most people really don't. When they mention Velvet Underground, they're always talking about either the first one, they're talking White Light, White Heat. And I guess this will be like the third one people talk, or not really, maybe Loaded will be the third one. But I just think it's great. I just think it's beautiful. Candy Says, I think it's probably my favorite song of theirs. Jesus, Pale Blue Eyes. I just think it has no skips. They're all really nice. They're all very beautiful. I mean, I like Loaded as well. I just think this is more mellower. If it's starting to rain, if it's cold, I put this on and I'm happy. All right. Velvet Underground related. This is Nico's The End. But this is one of my favorite records. I just got this record, this pressing, thanks to Vinyl Piper. Chris.
Hey, look at that.
Thanks a lot. He got it in LA. It was sealed, but it's one of those
corner cut. Yeah.
Corner cuts. But I think this is a extremely underrated record. If you've never listened to any Nico records, I would suggest this one be the first one. Sonically, the way it's recorded, it's incredible. John Cale produced it, and he plays a lot. But Brian Eno plays the synth. Phil Manzanero from Roxy Music is also playing here electric guitar, and she even does the German national anthem, which it's really random, but I actually like it a lot because I remember of an Argentina record I have that has the Argentina national anthem. So I just think it's incredibly beautiful. The whole album, it's weird and experimental, and her voice is actually like on point. I think the first Velvet Underground record with her it's also like it gives props to her different type of voice. But I think the production in this one, I think it's beautiful. And I know that a lot of people have never listened to Nico records. They just listen to the first record, and that's fine, I guess. But fuck that shit. She's way worth it. So yeah. And the last one, because I speak Spanish and I fucking hate not showing Spanish records, but that's what I listen to the most. It's this Invisible, right? Invisible. You can say it in English as well. Invisible. It's the same. It means the same. But this is called El Jardín de los Presentes. This is a prog record. Growing up, I always thought that I like prog music, but I'm sad to say that there's only really few bands that I actually do love. Most of them are Canterbury prog, and the other ones I would say it's a few selected ones in the U.S. But this from Argentina, it's a record that I think it's better than most records that I've heard from anywhere else, and it should be in the category every time people talk about the best prog albums. It's always the US, the UK ones, but there's incredible prog out there, and this is very beautiful. It also uses instrumentation from the actual country. The lyrics are very incredible, very imaginative. Luis Alberto Spinetta, who was also in Almendra, and he had other projects, Pescado Rabioso. Incredible guy. You can get this. This is a reissue that came out like 3-4 years ago. It's not that hard to get, but I would suggest it if you don't actually know like music from other parts of the world, or you think that Spanish or having something in not your native language will affect your listening. This is a great way because it does have lyrics in Spanish, of course, but you can actually take in the music and savor it because it has that flavor that you can actually understand about prog music. So that'll be my records. I hope I was coherent enough.
Jose, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, Jose. All right, Mr. Rojas. Let me take that. Oh, hang on. We're getting it. All right, let's go. We're gonna make it big. What are some no skip records that you got? Because you got a lot of records. Let's be honest. I mean, you got more records than probably any of us. Probably all of us combined.
Yes, please check out my channel. It's called Too Many Records.
No.
Okay. Sorry for the bad joke. We'll take it down. So released in 1967, Soul of a Horn by Al Hurt.
Whoa, what the fuck is that shit?
He's going with Al Hurt just right away.
He be rocking here. I mean,
fuck, he be sucking that shit out, huh? Wow. He really
this is actually a perfect record right here. I mean, honestly, you play this thing, you won't believe it. I know I was joking on Al Hurt, but
that's how I look when I hit the bong. Exactly.
Don't hurt me now, right? Baby, don't hurt me, right?
Wow.
Come on.
That's not what I thought you were starting with, Jason, but okay, full of surprises. All right, fair enough.
We got to go surprises. I can't show all like the good stuff like Jose here. Jeez.
We can all just show a fucking Thriller by Michael Jackson, huh?
So again, if you can stream this.
Put that back. Damn you, Jose.
I know you were going to put it out. There you go.
This is like a very groovy, and then he's just soloing. Honestly, he could have let you down. He could have hurt you on this, but he's hurting you.
Jazz is that? Is that like
Hurt
Albert?
Me So Good, right?
Is that like Herb Albert? I've never seen that guy in my life. No, for real. Who is that guy? Is it like soft jazz?
Soft jazz? Well, it's kind of like New Orleans jazz in a way.
All right,
but he actually hits the mark. I have like DJ friends who sample from this specific record. They love this record, So Soul in the Horn, Al Hurt. Don't hurt me, baby. Hurt me one more time.
And I like Herb Albert, so it's not a bad comparison.
Should I show a couple more? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Dana Kimowitz is coming in. He says, "Make Al great again." I think that is.
That's right.
That's what everyone's saying.
I love that cover. He looks like he's fucking wasted on that shit. I like it. All right, show another one.
Another one from 1968, P.F. Sloan. So this is like folk rock and singer-songwriter. And he's written like many hit songs in the 60s, I think, for the Grassroots and a couple others. I think even the Mamas and Papas. But in this record, I think it's his third or fourth solo record. And again, a lot of great folk rock on here. He does look a little bit fried on this. Like he's opening his
Well, I
third
thought maybe
third
he was
eye.
there was a mouth party going on below the equator, if you know what I'm saying. He looks like he's feeling good.
So this record bombed on release, and then that's it. His career was over. Even though he wrote so many hit songs, it was done. Like he was banished from the music industry. But
Well, he was in Atco.
what did you say?
He was in Atco, which means that if he didn't sell like the Stones, they were like thrown away.
So if you're a fan of that kind of folk rockish, P.F. Sloan, 1968, and should I show one more?
Yeah, why not?
Uno más. Un más.
I
Uno
show like
mas.
60.
Live Moss.
All right. From 1979, Gang of Four Entertainment. Right. So if you like that dance funk with those like social critique lyrics, like this is the perfect record, right? The marriage of political talk plus James Brown, this is it. I mean, even the cover is like very misleading too, right?
Is that
The
Steven
Indians-
Seagal? Is that Steven Seagal?
From Air Force One, right? That
Beautiful.
era.
Yeah,
only.
exactly.
So, yeah, this is it. If you, again, this kind of invented all that dance punk that was popular. What in the early 2000s, right?
Nice.
So,
All right.
fantastic, right here.
Digging it. Good stuff. All right. Well, Bleach Boys, get your cups ready because I'm sure I'm gonna get it from you. But I'm just gonna show two quick ones, and then we'll move on to the next topic. So, talking about no skips. Kimbo, shout out to you, buddy. I'm going Pearl Jam 10. Pearl Jam 10. That's right. That's right. This is what we call an original pressing, except it didn't come out until 94, even though the album came out in 91. So this is one that literally you play the first track and you just don't look back. I mean, once, which I could have probably put this on our next topic that's called a cheap tease, because the first song on side A was a hell of a way to introduce the band to the masses, and can't get enough. So now, speaking of can't get enough, I have multiple copies of this. So eat your heart out, Bleach Boys. That's what I got for you. And then, now this could be a controversial take, but I'm going with my man Andre, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, also an original press. Now, this is one that not everything on here is a song. There's a lot of skits and interludes, but I gotta say, the skits are fantastic because they're clever, they're funny, they star the participants because it was Dre and then just a mad cast of people that were a lot of unknowns. You had Calvin Broadus, some people know him as Snoop Doggy Dogg. This was the album he really cut his teeth, even though technically the first track that he was ever on was the Deep Cover soundtrack. So if you didn't know, now you know. But my favorite skit, everyone knows this one, D's Nuts. Like, please tell me when you're coming up, nobody got you at D's Nuts. I mean, unbelievable. And then they had like this like Death Row Records was great because on a couple of different albums, they had this fake DJ Easy Dick, get it? Easy Dick, and the Jack Off Hour. And they would have like these little interludes between the tracks. But anyway, Dr. Dre, Chronic, I mean, just bangers all over the place. You got Nothing But a G Thing, Let Me Ride. One of my favorites is Dre Day because that was just taking shots right at Eazy-E, just tearing them up. So anyway, straight no skips.
Very sexual review.
I love the skits too. The skits are some of the best.
The skits are amazing because not only are goofy white kids like me just eating this up, but then you got these skits that are just you get you rolling. Like again.
Yeah, him and Eminem have the best skits on their albums for sure.
Yeah, it was the 10,000 sack pyramid. Yeah, $10,000 sack pyramid was a good one, which was a takeoff of the $20 sack pyramid. Memory's not what it used to be, but
It was about half, yeah.
yeah, I'm not a big math guy, so I think that tells me everything I need to know. So
that's why you like 10.
That's right. I got to start. Yeah, low numbers.
Oh,
All
like
right.
10 by Pearl Jam. That's why you like 10.
Oh, come on. Now, see,
No, fine,
Jose, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, all right. So let's
I
move-
never understood what the fuck happened with Jeremy. To be honest, in that song, it was like sort of fucked up song.
You've never seen the. It's pretty self-explanatory. Remember, MTV used to mean something. It used to actually mean something besides Real World and
Well,
hot tan youngsters.
I used to watch Next on MTV, and then I would go to do homework. That's how it worked.
Wow. Well, I can't compete with that. All right, next topic. And this is similar. I kind of gave the tease, but what I'll call it, great start. So you're talking about a band, an artist, whoever, and it's that first album, and literally they come out the gates and just send a message with that first song. First, you put that that CD, side A, track 1, and you done put it on, and you're like, wow, this sets quite the tone. Al Hurt, I mean, listen, Jason, if you want to double dip, if that Al Hurt hits you, you can put. I mean, there's no rules for the fools. We'll get you if you want the Al Hurt on this one. We can do it. But anyway, so let's go. Great starts. Jeff, you want to start us off?
Yeah. So I'm just get this one out of the way real quick. Obviously, we got Rush.
My man's got more Rush.
This record is before Neil Peart, though, who is the greatest drummer of all time.
Wow.
But it's still fantastic. You've heard Working Man on this record, I'm sure. But that started the career of, my favorite band of all time. There's also a version of this, and this is not it, because I'm not a psychopath. This is on that. But there's a version on here called Moon Records. And if you have a copy of Rush, their self-titled first album, go dig it up in your garage right now. Take a look at it, and make sure that label doesn't say Moon. Because if it does, you need to hit me up.
That's what we call a solicitation.
Yeah.
Jeff's getting the hang of this real quick. All right.
Yeah. Because I like Rush so much, I'm a big prog guy, but Pink Floyd, obviously this, started kind of an era. I could have put this really on the Don't Skip a Track one because I like this one so much, but it's for a lot of people, this type of prog is kind of an acquired taste, especially the 60s stuff. I'm flying through these, but Metallica, Kill 'Em All.
Nice.
If you haven't YouTubed their free Russian concert, go on after this stream, go on YouTube, go take a peek at that free Russian concert and see the Million Man concert they put on with Russian soldiers like taking off their uniform and stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy. But this is not my favorite Metallica album. I think Ride the Lightning probably is.
Okay.
But obviously a killer way to kick off a career.
Was it the first song of the first debut, or was it any song on the first side of the record?
I'm just going debut. The
idea is, and he's right. Like first album, first song. Like, yeah. So Jeff's right on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
and then I like, I have to go from Metallica straight to the band. So music, Big Pink. Metallica and band, they're basically the same thing, but absolutely fantastic. And then, to be honest with you, getting a clean one of these is a little bit harder than you think. Like, I don't know I'm sure you guys run across these all the time, but when I'm flipping through at the record store, finding like a clean one of these is getting more and more difficult every single day, I feel like. People are just snagging these because they know how good they are. And the last one, again, I'm a big prog psych.
Oh, Jose would love this one.
Early 70s guy. So King Crimson, debut, 21st Century Schizoid Man, sampled by Kanye West. It's so good. Absolutely fantastic record. Check that out if you're a big prog guy. But if you are a big prog guy, I'm sure you've heard that one. So.
Nice. I like it. See, Jeff, you're fitting in real good. I mean, this is coming correct. I like what I'm seeing. All right. Well, Jose is in the toilet. So Arnaldo.
I'm here. What the fuck is this shit? I'm here.
Oh, he just showed a record. He showed King Crimson. I thought you would like some King Crimson, but you were gone. You could have.
My favorite King Crimson record is not. It's like
obscure.
No, it's red. No, it's red. Everybody likes red.
All right. Arnaldo, what do you got in terms of great starts? That first song, first album.
along with Jose, I kind of wanted to reach out to understand exactly what you meant by the topic. Is it first song of the first album? Is it the first song on any album? Is the debut album? So
Is it any song?
I I kind of distilled the concept
Oh no.
finest,
Oh
where
no.
not only is it a seminal debut album,
Mm-hmm.
it also starts with a killer song. Yeah, those need to be a little bit louder, Chance.
I got a trouble ticket on drops. I'm telling you.
Okay, so and they both start with a count in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uno,
Oh,
dos,
no.
tres, catorce.
Don't tell me it's like Chubby Checker or some kind of weird stuff.
And could we not forget
Oh,
the
can you
debut album of the
flip
Beatles?
the
I
camera?
got him, Jose. I got him. I
Oh,
got the
wait, hold on. I just flipped my camera.
Yeah, but
Why
you
are you
might.
doing
I
it
think
again?
I think I defaulted you. Like you were
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
yeah. So there you
Gotcha.
go.
Hmm.
But now in my settings, you could see that I'm not mirrored. So you're playing around here, Chance.
No, but we can read it nicely now.
Yes, now you can read it, but you're
Yes.
flipped basically because I mirrored the camera. Anyway,
Got it.
here's the Beatles debut album. Starts off with "I Saw Her Standing There." Yeah, this is the UK debut, not the subpar US one. Yeah, they did put in "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and what's the other song that they added? Was it on the US one? I forgot.
Raining Blood.
No. For me, this is a seminal debut album, not only because how important the Beatles were, but yeah, it's the mono. Maybe someone will recognize the card that came when it got gifted.
Ooh.
So
Ooh, yes.
then another seminal.
Is that VCLT? I hear all about the
It is.
VCLT.
It is.
Wow.
Oh.
Like it.
I got one of those cards.
And
I
another
don't have one of those cards. I'm starting to feel left out. What the hell?
Woo!
also
Son of a bitch.
starts with, okay, can I finish, please? It also starts with a count in 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's a really fast one. And that would be Blitzkrieg Pop opening the debut
Nice.
album by the Ramones. They used to live down the street from where I live. So I
Forest
guess,
Hills represent.
yeah, Forest Hills representing. And I guess it doesn't really need that much explaining. Who doesn't have this record in their collection should have it. Who doesn't know this record should know it.
What is it?
What's that, Jose?
I'm fucking kidding you. I just said, what is that? I like the Ramones. You know, I like the Ramones.
You like the
Yeah.
Ramones. Yeah, some people were saying that. I forgot what vinyl tag I was watching that. Oh, yeah, I think it's the is it the official vinyl tag 2025?
I've lost
And
count.
everyone is entitled. They were saying the genre-defining album, and they picked the Sex Pistols. For me, this is the start of punk. So,
Well,
That's-
pop punk,
it's punk.
yes.
And I get the spin that punk was supposed to be anarchic and all of that, you know, but
Yeah, more. Yeah.
So we've got good news and bad news. Arnaldo, we almost lost Kimbo. He said I was promised no Beatles.
oh,
Then
oh, wow.
when you show the Ramones record, this is how easily can turn around here, folks.
Okay, nice save.
Nice
Thanks.
save, Arnaldo. So Kimbo is still with us. Thank you, Arnaldo. All right, Mr.
Well,
Jason.
we have to one more thing, Chance.
Yeah.
We have to make this a Beatles channel as well, right?
No.
I think a lot of the olds have gone to bed. We're a little late for the olds around here. That's why I'm trying to get this infusion of music made in the last 30, 40, 50 years. All right. Mr. Rojas. What you got?
So I was confused here. So this is the first song off the first album, right?
Jason, everybody was confused.
Oh my God, guys! I did. Oh wow! Oh man! Jeff
I'm
got
okay
me
with
behind
this.
it. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Got it. All right.
Just do it feels natural.
From 1970, Paul Simon's self-titled cut right here. He opens with Mother and Child Reunion. Like, you listen to this record and you're wearing a parka and you wonder where Art Garfunkel is. He ain't here.
Wait, that's the first one. Isn't the songbook the first one?
Oh no.
No.
Plus,
You
you
know,
plus you got all the Simon and Garfunkel stuff, right? I mean, come on, what is this?
man, this is a tough crowd here. Not going to win
Wow.
here. Not going to win here. You know, come on now. Nobody remembers the Paul Simon songbook. Man, Jose, let me gaslight you right now, like the other BC people.
I like the
Do it.
songbook. I like it. I have it.
Shit, damn. All right, we'll skip this then.
All right, yeah.
All right, Brian Eno.
Woo!
Right, Here Comes the Warm
Hey!
Jets,
I got that one.
1973.
Nice, I have that one.
Is so hot. It opens with Needle in a Camel's Eye. That song, whoa. You were like, I thought he was the keyboard player, the noisemaker in Roxy Music. Hell no. This dude wears lipstick and mascara. This is where it's at. You know,
You got my
Come on
makeup
now.
and my mother.
That's right. I mean, look at this. Woo. Come
Wow.
on now.
There you
Is
go.
that Buffalo Bill? Is that from Silence of the
Oh
Lambs?
my gosh.
Looking like it.
And it just keeps on, like, the whole first side is perfect, you know,
What's the
honestly.
second? What's the name of the second song, Jason?
Oh no, we're not going there, Jose.
We'll just do this for Jose right now.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah. Look it up online. www.google.
Discogs.com. Yeah.
Discogs.com.
I mean, I would love for him to sign this right on that portrait. Oh man, it'd be great.
hate that.
Oof. Look at
Oof.
that.
That looks like a John Waters cover, but I always see it and I think of like Divine or something like that.
That's right. Come on, man.
That's
So-
a good thing.
I mean, another one I could show probably. I think Disco Devil. Alex mentioned it. One of the most perfect
Yeah,
songs
throw it up,
on
throw
a
it up.
perfect. Is right behind me, right here. Os Mutantes. Right? Is this 68 or 69, Jose?
68.
What a bomb
67?
here.
Woo!
Just and the first song. I don't know how to pronounce this. Maybe Jose does. Right there, number one.
Panis et circ. I can't see that much. Panis et Cicesens?
Oh
I
no,
can't read.
Jose, your moment to shine is here, and you just dropped
Well,
the ball.
I don't know Portuguese. I can
Plantain.
read it sometimes.
And
Panis
probably one of the best back covers, right? Like
Panis
here.
et Cicensis. There you go. Panis
There
et
you go. But again, it's not the first Tropicalia, right? But
No, not at all.
it's part of that era, of the first Tropicalia albums, right? I mean, the whole thing behind me is all celebrating Tropicalia, right?
And then Morris, man. And
Yes, of course. And the U2. And of course, for Vinyl Kicks 66 and the Tegan and Sarah. That's for you.
the precursors to Yo-Yo Siwa.
I like it. All right. Well, I'll go real quick, and then I think that'll do us good for the pod proper, and then we'll.
I haven't done mine. What is this shit? I haven't done mine.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry,
You
Jose.
go
What am
first.
I
You
doing?
go first. Now
Oh,
I'm
me go
drinking.
first. All right. Well, listen. I think I've already set a very low bar. I think Kimbo's already even gave Jeff round one on this. So you give Jeff round two. He did real well.
You already left.
Oh no! All right. Stone Temple Pilots Core, Dead and Bloated, is a great way to start this album because I think, in my opinion, it sets the tone for not only the album but I think where their career goes.
Is that the
because
debut?
this is the debut. This band originally formed in the San Diego area. They were called Mighty Joe Young, Jose, Mighty Joe Young, and then they changed.
That's a horrible name.
Well, they did the right thing there. And then before I go to the old school, I'm going to go to some more 2000s. Now this, Jose,
Good choice.
Yes.
There you
This
go.
is what we call Audio Slave. This is the super group of Chris Cornell and the other guys from Rage Against the Machine minus Zach De La Roca. And I'm going to tell you something. When you put on track one of the title Coaches with that drum, boom, 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 it has that kind of like lead in, boom, 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 boom. And then they just hit you with that soaring, those riffs, those Tom Morello riffs. It's good shit. This is good shit. But arguably the best debut on a debut, and I'm showing the Rhino. This is the Black Sabbath. Literally, the first song is called, wait for it, Black Sabbath, and it's amazing. It's moody, it's mystical, it's if you turn off all the lights, you may pee yourself kind of stuff. And if you think back then, what some would call the birth of heavy metal kind of started with this guy, as some would say. A great track one. Song 1, album 1, number 1. All right, Jose.
I should say that just for heaven's sake, I should say that Black Sabbath fucking ripped off another band that
Oh
had
no,
the song called Black Sabbath on their record that came a year before called Coven, and they had an actual black mass on the fucking record.
Jason
So
had that album. He got it in St. Louis
I
proper.
also have it.
Am I
I
not?
also have
Am
it.
I right on this? Boom
Yes.
boom.
You
I
are
just want
right
to
on
say,
this.
that they didn't, they were not the first to use Black Sabbath, and I
Now,
love
before, Jose, before you go, I know you're gonna get your records loaded up. I do have to call it. Cesar asked me to call this one out. He said Rage Against the Machine's Bomb Track. I agree. That's a very strong one. I probably could have pulled it out, but I didn't want to kill everyone with so much 90s and 2000s because there could be some olds watching, and it may be new to them, and it may be confusing. So I wanted to try to keep it a little bit on the down low, if you know what I'm saying. So Cesar, I feel you. All right, Jose, what you got?
All right. So as far as depressing records go,
Oh no.
this is one of my favorite records of all time. Red House Painters. If you like slowcore type music, this is Down Colorful Hill, and it's such a beautiful fucking record. It's yes, it's 4AD, which every time I see a 4AD record, I try to listen to it. I guess it's one of those labels that I think even now that they have a good curation of bands, they all sort of sound the same. Like Cocteau Twins. If you like Cocteau Twins, you might like this, even though this is like way slower, but it's very moody and very beautiful. And I think that everybody should give it a try. And then going back to my hate of prog music, here's a record that I love with all my life. This is Arco Iris, which is a beautiful, incredible prog band from Argentina with Gustavo Santaolalla. Look at that fucking cover. With Gustavo Santaolalla, this guy right here, he does soundtracks for video games and movies and stuff like that. So if you've ever listened to or play video games or seen like Netflix shows, he's probably doing the music for that. Video games like The Last of Us, he did the soundtrack for that. He produces a lot of bands like Café Tacuba, Julieta Venegas, stuff like that. That is very popular. And I think this is a beautiful, incredible record. The first track is very pretty, and this is their debut record because I thought that's what we were doing. I still don't know if that was the objective of this thing. I think nobody knows, but great record. And then going back to something somebody might like, I have multiple pressings of this. I just grabbed this one. This is Modest Mouse debut record. It's a long drive for someone, nothing to think about. I think I listened to this record, one of the records that I've listened to the most in my life, I would say. And I think it starts really nice with Dramamine, with that bass line. I think it's really wonderful. And I don't listen to this as much as I used to when I entered the university, but I still listen to it like 2 or 3 times a year. And I always have a good time. I like his screaming. I like his guitar playing. I like I don't know, a band that has a good guitar player that doesn't need to fucking do hard solos every time. That he can actually do melodies, a bass and a drum kit. I think it's really wonderful. And this is a record that if I ever get to travel around the U.S. in a van or something, this is one of the first records I had, and it was one of the first records I used to have when I used to have a car. I don't have a car anymore right now, but next year I'm gonna have a car. But Mr. Trump won't let me in, so fuck that guy.
Oh no, you had to go there, Jose.
Yes, of
Come
course.
on,
All right,
Jose. You're getting so much praise. You're getting so much praise from the galleries. Kimbo, respect, vinyl and kicks. Just, I mean, and then you just Modest Mass albums are classic. '90s Modest Mass
Yes.
albums, classic. What a
Yes.
delight.
All right, there you go. That was it.
Jose, on the Red House Painters, do you know
Yes.
that they did a fantastic cover of "Shock Me" by Kiss?
Yeah, there's an acoustic version, and there's a this is it's not on this, but it's on an EP.
It's on an EP, another EP that they
Yeah,
made.
yeah, yeah, and I
That
love it.
version
Mark,
of Shock Me is like 9 minutes long.
yeah, but
But
the
it's
acoustic version, because there's an like electric-ish
no,
type
I'm
of,
talking about the first one that came out, the acoustic version.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, the song ends, and then there's like a metal like at the
Oh
end.
yeah. Then there's
That's
it's
beautiful.
a very long song, but they did a great version of it.
I would say that Mark Koslick, the singer, is probably the best at doing covers in general. Like they have an AC/DC cover album that you would be like, "What the fuck is that?" But the way that you actually listen to the lyrics, how he's saying it, it just sounds like poetry, and it's AC/DC lyrics. But it's so fun and beautiful. And they also have a Modest Mouse uh, um, tribute album. Actually, that's how I know Modest Mouse, by listening to this, because I found one of their the one that has the roller coaster on the cover. I found it on CD when I was a kid, and I got obsessed with how slow it was and how good it was for like listening to in the car at night. Which, but yes, there you go.
Jose, I'm still finding my controls with the sad. That was sad music from Family Matters, but I didn't time it right, so I'll get it one of these times. All
All
right, so
right.
quick straw poll. Do we go into our third topic, or do you want to break that off, and then that way we'll have more time to
What
flush
was
out. Oh,
the third
Jose didn't do your homework. Come on, what are you?
one?
Holy
I was
smokes.
in a meeting.
Oh, all day, Jose. Come on. So, do you want to break it off, and then we'll start the freestyle with this topic, or do you guys just want to launch into it?
You should break it off.
Boom, we're going to
Yeah.
break it off. All right, because
Shake
this
it
could be
up.
controversial. It's going to be a controversial one. That's why I keep getting on the olds, because I think the olds are really going to revolt once they see the expose we've got on what we call butt rock. Now, what's butt rock? Well, you got to stay tuned because we're going to get into it. But that's what we call transition. I want to thank everybody. This is the Pod Proper. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this live, or if you'd like to listen to the next segment, you can catch it on Monday on Vinyl Community Podcasts. But I want to thank my guests for this particular part of the presentation. Jason Rojas, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me on, Concert Buddy.
Got it. Arnaldo and his parka. Arnaldo, thanks for joining.
My Christmas tree. Thanks
Yes.
for having me, Chance.
Awesome. And then Jose is fresh off of the Sandlot. The meeting was really playing baseball with the youth. Jose, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Always. And then newcomer. Hope this is not a one and done. We with our bad humor and our bad drops that no one can hear. I want to thank Jeff. The channel is Vinyl Record Info. Jeff, thank you for joining.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. And please go ahead and check out my channel. Just started a few months ago, so trying to grow it. So
I'm going to drop that link in the show notes, and I'm going to drop it in the chat here in a second as soon as I
sweet.
I pay the
Thanks.
bills and switch it over. Thank you, sir. And let's go. Oh, this is a terrible transition. This is a terrible transition, guys. I had a
Freestyle.
nice overlay. Yeah, we'll get it eventually. Oh man, it's like every time. No. All right. Well, anyway, freestyle it is. Now this is a very special freestyle. It's like those sitcoms. They had all the hijinks with Urkel and Danny Tanner, and then they had that one serious episode. This is a not so serious episode, but I got to be honest, this can go sideways real quick. Now, first, before we get into it, is anyone on the dais familiar with this panel, or this term, I should say, butt rock? You heard the term butt rock?
When I read it, I was like, does Chance really want to go there? Does he want my spin on butt rock? Because you're asking a different demographic here. So
Arnaldo, I want to paint this one red, yellow, any which way we can go, because this is going to be something. And Jose, are you familiar with this term butt rock?
Yes.
All right, so everyone knows. Well, I'm going to do a little. This is what we call public service. If you're not familiar, I did some research, and the infamous. Maybe you've heard something called of Urban Dictionary. It's a wonderful resource that can break down the comings and goings of pop culture, and sometimes it's just really bizarre. So it says, Buttrock. The term comes from a nationwide advertising campaign on hard rock radio stations in the 1990s that used the tagline, quote, rock, nothing but rock. Listeners quickly changed that to nothing but BUTT rock. Though it refers to anything played on hard rock stations, it commonly is used to either refer to hair bands or used by people to distinguish the bad butt rock from the hard rock that they like. Now, another take on this is butt rock is a style of hard rock and heavy metal music that is watered down both musically and lyrically to garner maximum radio play and mainstream acceptance. Lyrical themes are drawn from a put on, quote, tough guy bro persona and include being a badass, getting lots of pussy, strippers, partying, and being portrayed or alone. Image wise, butt rock bands typically consist of guys in their mid 30s with spiky hair, affliction t shirts, and bad tattoos, usually barbed wire or tribal tattoos. The typical fan of butt rock emulates this fashion style and exhibits what they think are manly personality traits, such as frequently drinking energy drinks, driving an unnecessarily large pickup truck, and otherwise overcompensating for an insecurity in their masculinity. They also tend to have a superficial knowledge of metal music, being familiar only with bands that receive regular radio rotation. Example of butt rock bands include Five Finger Death Punch, 3 Days Grace, Buckcherry, Nickelback, Disturbed, and Three Doors Down. And we'll get into some of these bands because it's a very, very broad spectrum. It's a very broad brush. So, all that said, I think most of the people who watch the show are probably familiar with this. It's a lot of basic riffs. It's a lot of formula lyrics. It's a lot of just trying to get them dollars. And what I would like to say, and tell me if you guys agree or disagree, but I consider the forefathers. This is like like the founding fathers in the United States. You got George Washington and T.J. Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, the guys who put in the work and did the paperwork. These are what I would call, those are the founding fathers. This is what I would call the forefathers of butt rock: Creed,
Oof.
Nickelback,
Oof.
Saliva.
What the fuck
Buck-
is that shit? Saliva? I never heard of that.
Three Doors Down, Hinder, which I'll get to in a second because I can't wait, Papa Roach, and Stain. So that is a very, very, very mouth salad way to kick off this topic. Arnaldo, since you are just ready, you are ready to pounce like a tiger on this topic. I'm taking it you're not a big fan of butt rock. Is this true or false?
Well, just to make sure that I did a little bit of homework, I had to Google it. And the AI search gave me a list of, I think, about 10 bands, some of which you've already mentioned. But gladly, I can tell you, and here's the list, unless it's flipped. All right, you're going to make me big. I mean, you're stalling.
I'm
here.
sorry, a record just
What?
fell. I'm sorry. We can go record
Meatloaf.
down.
All right.
Meatloaf.
I do not own a single record of any of these bands on here.
Oh,
Can we see that? Can we see that video of what is it, Puddle of Mud, when he's singing like shit, that Nirvana song?
I have never even heard. I have never even heard of Theory of a Dead Man. I have never heard of that.
Well, I've heard that.
I've heard of the other
Yes.
ones, but that's
It's
the
the
only one I've never heard of. I've heard of Seether, Breaking Benjamin, Shinedown,
What the fuck is Trapped?
Yeah, I've heard of Trapped.
What the fuck is that?
But
Buck
yeah.
Scary. It's like every time I see
essential butt rock band is Nickelback. This is
Wait,
directly from
wait. Breaking Benjamin is a butt rock band.
so
Really?
Jose, this is what I mean. It's a very loose term because some of these bands, I think, is unfair.
You know, I was
to-
ready to throw in Limp Bizkit there.
Whoa!
No,
Arnaldo,
they're
Limp Bizkit is
self-aware.
new
They're self-
metal.
Okay.
New
Yeah,
metal.
but they're very self-aware. I would say that they're very self-aware. Of how
What about oh my God, what's the band's name? Fred Durst is in it.
That's Limp Bizkit.
No, the other one.
I don't know any other band that he's in.
He's not in another band. What do you think?
No, it's another band. I forgot what the name of it is.
Meatloaf.
No.
It could be Meatloaf. It could be Meatloaf.
Like a man in a hell.
Well, if anyone in the gallery knows Fred Durst's other band, please let us know. This is a new one. But
That's how much I know about. That's how much I care about. But
so it
I would
sounds
say live. I would say live should be
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, live.
no. But see, that's what I mean. There's a lot of opinions. So Jeff, being your debut performance appearance on this presentation, first of all, I apologize that we've hit you with arguably the most controversial topic yet outside of attacking Rhino.
Okay,
Acoustic
see, new metal is butt rock adjacent. Me, myself, and my final said that.
Well, that's false. That's
So
false.
it's very close.
They're like kissing cousins, maybe kissing cousins.
Corn would never be butt rock. Corn would never be.
This is correct. So Jeff, where do you land on what we're calling butt rock? Now, before you give us the answer, I have to say I never heard this term until my son told me when I was listening to the powerful Creed song "Higher" once on accident, and he informed me that, Dad, this is butt rock, and I thought maybe that was a term that your phone accidentally starts playing the song or something. No. So then it sent me on a deep dive, and I learned that much of the music that I went to concerts in the early 2000s was apparently fashioned as butt rock. So Jeff, what does butt rock mean to you, if anything?
So, I think you could probably tell by what I've been
Look
showing.
at that stack. Holy shit, he's coming.
No.
Is that Nickelback? Is that Nickelback?
I got a full stack of Nickelback records.
Damn, that's impressive.
No, it's
They had to be somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm a late '60s, early '70s hard rock guy. So, going back to when we were talking about with MTV, I remember when I was a kid, I knew that I stayed up too late when MTV started playing only music videos, and these guys were all over it. I mean, it was when I think of butt rock, the band that comes to my mind immediately is Nickelback, because I feel like they perfectly personify what rock kind of is.
So that gets butt.
There is a predecessor, and you mentioned it before, Chance, but the butt rock is not, like you said, it's a loose term. It's a loose butt rock term. And thank you. That happened in the 80s and 70s too. There was certainly some butt rock back then, and I'm talking.
I like where this is going.
Bad Me.
Oh, wow!
We all
Paul Rogers. Wow.
Even though we like that, I like Bad Company. This is the butt rock for the 70s and 80s crew. Okay, I'm talking to heads out there because that's all the records on.
So are you saying that there's proto butt rock? That's what
there is. Yes, there is.
This shit is not even on Wikipedia. This is like breaking grounds.
I know.
This is it. This is
a perfect story to encapsulate a late 70s, early 80s butt rock story. So my father's first concert ever, we grew up in Chicago, and he went to Soldier Field, and it was an Aerosmith concert. Aerosmith is not butt rock. Aerosmith is great. However, I think who opened, they had 3 bands open for Aerosmith. One, the very first opener, got basically before everybody even sat down, was Cactus, I think, which I love. Cactus is great. And then the announcer comes on, and they say, "Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia, AC/DC."
Whoa!
Nobody knew who this was. Like, this is way back, right? And they come out and they jam. I'm talking like this is the first time a lot of people ever heard of AC/DC. They come out and completely rock it. I mean, going nuts. They had the offshoot kind of stage, because it wasn't just a regular stage. They had that jetting out into the crowd, And Aerosmith said none of the openers can use the jet out. AC/DC immediately just sprinted out on the jet out. They started jamming with the crowd, going nuts. Now, where the Buttrock comes in is, and they did them dirty by doing this, by putting on AC/DC second. They were the surprise guest. But what happened after that is Journey came on to open right before Aerosmith.
I would have killed myself.
I know. Typically, if you just did Journey, Aerosmith, it's a shaky middle, but AC/DC went on right before them, and Journey came on with their fucking Star Rider, or whatever the hell they play, and the whole crowd went nuts. They booed them like crazy, and Journey got on the mic, was like, "Hey, we'll just leave if you guys keep booing. We're gonna leave." And the crowd, that was a mistake. The crowd went even crazier.
Chicago,
they got booed off the stage, and then finally Aerosmith had to just come out early and rock it. So there is proto Buttrock. It's not just the '90s for sure. So I want to bring that up.
I want to say
I
that
worked where he took it, Jose.
I want to say that if someone ever plays Journey and I'm walking down the street, I would look out because I would guess somebody's trying to kill me, like I don't know, at the end of the Sopranos.
Especially right after AC/DC comes on. I mean, you're gonna get those guys killed. I mean,
Well, if somebody's playing "She Got Balls" by AC/DC and then somebody plays Journey, I would be so depressed for like years. It would take like 5 years.
Talking about down the vibes, yeah.
I'd rather have Rod Stewart playing like any day.
Yeah.
So we got Kevin, me, myself, and my vinyl. He asked the question: REO Speedwagon might be Buttrock. Guys, where do we weigh on?
Bob Seger. That's Buttrock.
Wow, you're going after the real Detroit Madman. Jose, we may have to ban you from the program.
All those covers look like shit. It's always him looking like.
Wow. Well, fair enough. He does have a kind of mysterious gaze. So Jason Rojas. Well, hang on. Jason, let me get your take on this because we're about the same age. I think you're technically a little older than me, and musical tastes what they are. I mean, where do you come in on what is now being affectionately known as Buttrock? Were you going to the Seether concerts, or were you going to see, is Three Doors Down? As they were coming out that massive hit Kryptonite? What does Buttrock mean to Jason Rojas?
I have to agree with Jeff here. So let's back up. I think the term Buttrock, like those bands you mentioned, like Stained, Lifehouse. Did anyone mention?
Whoa, now hang on. Lifehouse was not part of this. Let's leave those young men alone. We don't want to ruin their careers. They're probably playing 4th of July festivals and stuff.
Like they're the sons of Buttrock. Like I have to agree with Jeff. Like this is the father of Buttrock right here.
Oh, you're going with Paul Rogers? Come on.
I mean, I like this record, but again, this is
Bad Company, self-titled, is the birth of Buttrock. The birth of the Buttrock. Wow.
So I mean. I still like this record. It's still a fun record, but I still remember when I bought this, a friend of mine's like, hey, we're friends, right? Friends don't let friends buy like Dead records or Bad Company records. Like, I don't know. Maybe you have to go to record rehab or something. So, man. But I mean, I saw that I heard this was mentioned. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. No. For Jose right here, right?
That is what we call a brilliant piece of music from the boys from Pennsylvania.
I can't wait to get the.
Is that the clear or is that the solid black vinyl, Jason? I do know
for Cesar and for Concert Buddy. Let's not joke around here. We don't joke around.
He's got that Coke bottle clear. He's got the Coke bottle clear.
You don't joke around, I
like it.
I can't wait for the double 45 RPM of that shit. I want to buy it when it eventually comes out.
It's already out, hombre. You can already get that.
I need it.
So I don't know, Concert Buddy. I didn't listen to any of that stuff. I kind of knew it was watered down. Yeah. It wasn't my thing.
At least own this. I mean, how many pairs of Ed Hardy and Affliction T-shirts coupled with bedazzled and jeweled jeans did you own? Surely you had at least one outfit that fit the Buttrock mold.
I did not.
Oh my god, unbelievable,
I will say
unbelievable.
that I think the worst shit, even worse than gonorrhea, is Ed Hardy shit. That's the worst thing offender that the universe, worse than Fathom and Hunger and death itself. Ed Hardy can go fuck himself. That was horrible. I don't know what was going on in people's mind when they were like buying that shit for like $100. I will
Kimbo said
say,
lightning just crashed. So Kimbo, I think that we did just crash
um,
in lightning.
Well, could it
Jose,
be
I do have
worse than
that. So Jose,
Dutch
you're.
hat, the trucker
I'm
hats
sorry,
by
Arnaldo.
Von? Could it be worse than Eddie, what was the name? Von Dutch
Angle.
trucker.
oof,
Oh, Von
you're-
Trapp. Oh.
you know your stuff. That's right up there, right up there. That's just as horrible, I would say.
Arnaldo, that's
If you're
great because
wearing
that
both,
actually, yeah, that
if
didn't make
you're
my
wearing,
list, but Von Dutch would really be on this list. Jose and panel, tell me, this is what again, excellent research here. These were what are called the fashion signs of butt rock. We've already hit on the Ed Hardy and affliction tees. Again, the bedazzle and jeweled jeans on men was something to behold. Open dress shirts. Remember, they just started opening the dress shirts
plate,
like it was a good
plate,
idea.
open.
Like the choker necklaces, sleeveless flannel. Remember
Mhm.
sleeveless flannel? Like it was like the lumberjack look that no one liked. Wife beater, A shirts, tribal tattoos, which I can't really say anything there. And then, of course, as you're reaching down to pay for your Rockstar or Monster Energy drink, you pull out your wallet, which is conveniently on a chain
Oof.
attached to your belt. So, am I missing any of the fashion of butt rock? Because I think I've hit on the heavy hitters. Devon Dutch
You
was a great.
need at least one sexual misconduct and maybe go to jail for like 3 days. I would say
Oh, you
that's
you've had to be in the pokey for
requirement.
3 days. That's probably, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Requirement. I would say that if you're wearing a Van Dutch hat and some Ed Hardy jeans, the legend says that the devil doesn't know where you are, so you can't die. It's like death like avoids you because it's trying to like look away from that horrible shit. So it might have its perks. I would say that's. I will say that if I'm ever in the U.S. again, and if Mr. Trump lets me in, right, and I'm at a Walmart after I go to the gun section, right, because that's what you do when you're in a Walmart. I would definitely if there's great hits records. And I used to say that Creed was the worst band ever, but the amount of memes I've seen with Creed songs has made me unofficially like some songs. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a positive thing that I can
Jose,
say.
you've attacked President Trump too many times. They're attacking your internet now. Your internet is
Uh,
getting beat up right now. So
it's
this may be
because I
your
was
last
talking about
appearance.
Creed. It was
Fair
about
enough.
Creed. So,
Fair
Wasn't
enough.
Creed
Arnaldo.
also borderline Christian?
yes,
Well,
they hate
so
them.
so here's the thing.
I saw behind the music.
Behind the music.
He
Yeah,
was going to school to be a priest.
he was, but it's also very similar to the album Jason showed, Throwing Copper. Is they like to dabble in the spiritual nature, and the lyrics were clearly an homage to trying to chase like spirituality and some type of religious like pursuit without necessarily saying that. So yes, but Scott Stapp's been all over the place. He was going to be a preacher, then he was a rock star, then he was a bad rock star, then he was at the
And he was
Cowboys game
Budrock.
flying with Eagles, and yeah, it's a.
Then he cut his hair.
Then he cut his hair. It's been a colorful career, but we've got a lot of interesting comments from the gal. I'm going to read a couple before we continue. I have to say this because this feels like an attack. JSLAZ74 says of everyone on the panel, I'd pick Chance as wearing bedazzled jeans at one time. Sorry, Chance. Um, I got to be honest. I never had the bedazzled jeans. I know people who did. But not me. I stuck to my Levi's and my Tommy Hilfigers. I got to be honest. Now, Kevin, for me, myself, and my vinyl says I worked at Macy's in the late 2000s. I sold plenty of Ed Hardy and Affliction T-shirts for $70. Men with gauges in their ears were a big thing. That's true. There was a lot of piercings. I think they were part of the Buttrock movement. And then Elliot Cruz. Elliot, I hate to say this one. This may not be your show, my friend. He says, "What the heck is Buttrock?" I think, Elliot, this is one of those shows you're going to have to scrub so clean because this is so dirty that this is a period of music that you probably were oblivious to, and probably for the best. But this is it was tough. And Sean, the Vinyl Dream State, puts it perfectly: all but no brains. I think that's a fair way
Elliot,
to do
it's
it.
basically you know how you always want to kill someone when you're in traffic and there's always one asshole in front. It doesn't move when the light hits green. They're probably listening to that shit. That's Buttrock.
So this is a great story. Vinyl and Kicks 86 says Scott Stapp got knocked out by one of the members of 311 for being a wannabe tough guy. Totally believe it. Totally believe it. Wow, this is amazing.
Wait. Are you telling me Elliot Cruz down there in a little old North Carolina? You've never heard of Ed Hardy? That's nice.
He's heard of Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys from Cameron, North Carolina. I guarantee that one. Those guys are living legends. Let's be honest. So,
nice.
Arnaldo, since you don't own any of this music, this is a tough one. But I got a couple questions.
All right.
Do you consider Kid Rock Buttrock? Because Kid Rock was not on your AI list. Where does Bob Ritchie fall in the pantheon? Is he Buttrock? Is he Dadrock? Is he rock at all?
I don't know. Where does he fall? Bad music?
Oh no!
Oh man!
Nice.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's offensive. First of all.
Oh well, we're trying to keep it to the music. You know, he is a greasy guy, but yes,
he does look like shit.
Yeah, I don't know. And
yeah, see here, Jason has got a conveniently timed Bob Seger wannabe live album. This is Live Trucker. I believe I have a copy of this, and it was
is that Bob Seger font?
Yeah, it is. You don't know that? You don't know?
No,
I need to go find it.
It was a Bob Seger kind of tribute live album in the spirit of his live.
Jason,
live
you have no idea how fortunate I think I am by not knowing anything about Kid Rock. Like I consider myself like among the privileged in the world that doesn't know anything about Kid Rock, apart from that horrible piece of shit cover from Sweet Home Alabama that was everywhere apparently when I was a kid. So
see if I can find the picture for Jose to do it justice. Here we go.
Right, there you go. Yeah, see, look. So you got Live Bullet and you got Live Trucker.
All right, I'm writing it down so I never listen to any of those.
So Jose, I'm going to hit you with some real knowledge. So Bob Seger was the Silver Bullet Band, right? That was his backing band. Yeah. You know what Kid Rock's backing band was?
The Asshole Band.
No. But it was the trucker, like the Mad Trucker Band or something like that.
Oh, all right.
Oh my
gosh. Almost the same.
I'm just, you had Joe C. Do I have to go get my autographed Kid Rock album?
Oh,
I think I've shown it.
No, you don't have to. We'll just do this. We'll just share it.
Yeah.
$200. Facebook Marketplace.
I hope to God when there's a new president in the United States, that shit will be the $5 bill. And that's my only hope for this new administration.
Wow. Jefferson's going in hard. Meth head plagiarist worth daddy issues. Wow. So this is a good one. So we got to put respect on Ed Hardy's name. So John Bitbot Boom is here. He said Ed Hardy was an old school tattoo artist, real American rebel. The fashion line came out well after he died, exploited his name. Okay, so that's something I did not know, but it makes sense because I think the artwork is in the style of the old tattoos of the.
Well, all due respect, Mr. Hardy, go fuck yourself.
No.
But
Wow. So Arnaldo owns no Buttrock. It's not. I'm assuming Jose owns no. I mean, Jose, you don't have.
I don't even own I don't even own a Bad Company record.
Oh.
Not even proto Buttrock.
Wow. Well, Jose, I do have some good news for you. Jose, this is what we call the good news. Kimbo says, Jose, Bob Seger, and Kid Rock VCLT coming your way. Coming at you.
It is going to be Hanukkah in a few days. So if you want to hit me out with something. Chance, like I already told you, if I ever go to Walmart and there's that Creed greatest hits, I would buy it. I don't know how much it is, but I would
Well,
buy it.
Jose, it's funny you said that because I didn't pull that album, but I might
Mhm.
have pulled a couple Buttrock albums. You guys want to see them?
Yeah.
Is this the time?
It is.
Because you guys won't
Ooh,
believe, but this album, this isn't the Kraft reissue, guys. This is 1999 original pressing of
oh.
Human Clay. I mean, guys,
There
it
were
doesn't
still there were still two towers when that shit came out.
it doesn't get more butt rock than this. And you know what's funny, Jose? How much do you think this album
Wow.
was going for prior to that reissue coming out a couple years ago? Give me a ballpark figure?
$100.
Yes, like $150. I found this for
Right.
$20 on a record store once, but yes.
Wow.
So
You overpaid.
Wait, what other songs then rather than with arms
Take Me
wide
Higher.
open?
No, Take Me Higher.
you've got Higher. You've got. I mean, Jose, do I need to read the track list?
Yeah.
Because with Arms Wide Open, Jose, isn't that what your first dance song was with Mrs. Jose? With Arms Wide Open.
That's how I lose my virginity with, I was not gonna say it.
Oh my gosh.
I was not
I
gonna
thought
say it.
so. I mean, Jose, how could you forget the Faceless Man? I mean, that's a beautiful song, Faceless Man.
That was my Briss song,
And the clocks are melting. This is like a bad Salvador Dali ripoff artwork here. So.
that was my wedding song.
Now the other one I'm going to show, I could have showed a litany. You guys, I mean, it's hard to believe I've got so much butt rock, but this is my favorite Shinedown album. This is The Sound of Madness.
Whoa, what is that?
This is friend of the show Nick Perry played guitar on this album. This is a Jose, you ready? Walmart exclusive variant because look at all that splatter. You can only get splatter like that at Walmart. Malaya, if you're still here, you know what I'm talking about. Get that Walmart splatter. But this is actually a good album, and I don't care what anybody says.
Shinedown.
Because
What? How describe the music in 2 words? That is not butt rock.
kick ass. How about that, Jose?
It's American. That's what you mean, huh?
Yeah. So look, needless to say, I've got some of this, but I'm gonna read you now. You guys, Arnaldo's disgusted. He had to go throw up. He is so sick of butt rock. It's really infected his soul.
His rent just went down because people are hearing this conversation.
They're knocking at his doors, asking him to move. They're like, "It's time to move, guys." Butt rock that was the last straw. Forget the Christmas tree. Forget anything else. So
Yeah.
I'm going to read some songs because these are what I would consider butt rock anthems, and tell me if you guys disagree. I think the number one butt rock anthem of all time is Nickelback. How You Remind Me. Am I wrong?
Could
I
be.
mean, okay, well, then I put number 2, Creed, Higher, which we just got done talking about. And homage to. Well, go ahead, Jose.
I would put Contesters One Last Breath as the greatest Creed butt rock song. That would be my
Jose. Literally, this may be your last live stream. They are literally chomping at your internet. So I'm sure you guys have heard the term cock rock. I'm talking Motley Crue, Poison. You got that 80s kind of hair. So this is an homage. It's by the great band Buckcherry and Josh Todd, the lead singer. A song called Crazy Bitch. It's a favorite when you go to the Gentleman's Club. It's I think they literally play it 400 times. Yes. Oh, Dylan Noble Records is here, and he knows. Listen, if you don't, this guy knows about rock. Come on, Dylan. Dylan's got a whole Dylan, don't you have a section in the Noble Records store that is just butt rock? I mean, it's just like it's filled. Nobody's taking it. I don't know why. But then you've got Jose. Here's a classic for you: "Puddle of Mud." She fucking hates me. Remember that classic song?
I only know that video of the guy singing the Nirvana song that sounds like shit. You know that video?
No, I don't know this video.
Well, I'm gonna send it to you after this.
Oh, Jose, I hope it's not like the Chuck Berry pee-pee tape because you sent that to us, and that was intense. I gotta be honest.
And it was real.
It was real. I mean, it was really intense. I'm gonna be honest. But who can forget some more of the classics from our friends? Saving Abel, Addicted, Stone Sour, which is a band I actually kind of like, Through Glass, 3 Days Grace, Just Like You, and then Malaya already stole this one from me, but I'm glad to see it in the chat. Malaya, this is arguably the worst song that has ever been written in recorded time by the band Hinder.
What is
Lips
this?
of an Angel. Jose, if you want to literally find something, hide all the sharp objects, put the knives, the scissors,
You do have a knife
the
here.
tweezers. I mean, no, if you put on Hinder Lips of an Angel, you will literally want to end your life immediately. It is so bad. But
You know, I keep in this drawer one what is that? What is it? Un lempira from Honduras and a knife. That's all I keep on a drawer that I have here.
What the-
And
so,
one of
so,
these questions.
so Dylan says Creed's "What If" is a total melter. Now, yes and no. I like Mark Tremonti. Like I like the Alter Bridge stuff. I got to be honest. But I've told this story on the show before, guys. That Creed Summer in '99 tour that just came through. I've never seen my local amphitheater that filled. It was like you had the confluence of people like me who grew up listening to that music in our time, and
Was
then you had the
everyone
trailer park
wearing?
nearby. The trailer park let out, and then the Swamp people came out, and then the Marlboro cigarette people came out. It was literally the thing that brought everyone together for one night.
Also, Buttrock was kind of super important in like cinema. It was like the soundtrack to all of great movies going through the night. I mean, Armageddon is a banger, and it was only filled with Buttrock. That's all that's in it. Is what we call Buttrock right now. So
Now I know I've never seen.
bad. That's not bad.
I mean, what if I told you, now, Jose, you said, what is Trapped? I remember you said that earlier. Who is Trapped? Well, Jose, that is the great band that gave us the classic song Headstrong. How could you forget the immortal Headstrong?
It's
up there with like AC/DC we were just talking about earlier, and the Pantheon, Def Leppard, and Trapped, Headstrong. How could you?
So what you're saying is this song defined a butt rock generation. That's what he's saying.
It did. I mean, and Jeff's right. If you think about some of those '90s movies, like American Pie, well, American Pie had a little bit better taste. They had, that Laid Jane song or whatever. So there's a little bit more in there. But yes, talking about the movies, it was like a cross pollination of cheap movies, cheap music, and like Lit. Remember that band Lit? Is that butt rock? Remember that band? They're like from California.
No, I don't know.
Jose, I'm hitting you with a lot of bands you don't know. 30 Seconds to Mars. Somebody said 30 Seconds to Mars is butt rock. I don't know about that.
I would rather die than fucking see that shit again. I saw 30 Seconds to Mars live, and I thought I was gonna die because that was like it. That was like I was gonna become an alcoholic after that. Like it was horrible. I felt horrible things inside my heart that I've never felt before. You know.
I love this song. Cold, Stupid Girl. Good song. Probably butt rock, I think. I think it's safe to say. I don't even know if that's on Year of the Spider. I don't know if they even ever put that out on vinyl, but maybe.
Right. But do you think it's true what I said about Creed? One Last Breath, is that the best Creed song?
Is it the best song? I'm going to be honest, all joking aside, I think the first album, My Own Prison, is actually probably their best work. Because I think it's probably their most earnest. It's kind of what Arnaldo was talking about. I think, they came from the Florida. I think they're from Jacksonville. I think they came maybe around that area, northern Florida. I think that was probably their best. Now, not Mark Tremonti, probably not his best guitar work. I think he's definitely evolved as a guitar player. But I think from a lyric and a songwriting zenith, that was probably where they peaked. So, Arnaldo, are you okay? Did the butt rock make you?
No, I went digging in my collection to see if I could find any butt rock. And I could have sworn back when I worked for a different label, free CDs everywhere, that I must have picked out, and it's probably still sealed, and that's why I couldn't find it. The greatest hits of Creed. I could swear I have that, and I wanted to show you.
Did you bought it at Walmart?
No, it was free.
Oh, even worse.
Yes, that's why I have it, because it was free. I worked at the label at the time, and I'm pretty sure I have it. I could not find it. It probably got swallowed by, all my other records.
Are you saying that Chance had a visit at your house lately? That's why?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe and I could swear it was like a digipack. Yeah, I don't know. But I never considered, well, I just said, I thought they were Christian.
There were probably like the Fry. Remember the Fry? indie
Oh
butt
yeah,
rock.
yeah. But
Indie.
they were more pop. The Fry.
Yeah, but we're indie butt rock, I would say.
Yeah, well, indeed, that's a stretch.
No,
So anyone else remember this band, Default? They were a Canadian band. I do remember they had that song "Wasting My Time." Anyone? Bueller?
Before my time. Before my
Bueller?
time.
Wow. So
I guess
Jose, now you're hearing all this. Jose, you're the youngest panelist. I'm not going to out your age, but you're probably Jeff. I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming Jose is younger because Jose is just barely street legal. Jose, you're hearing all this. Is this something? Are you motivated? Are you inspired to chase down some of these bands like Chevelle, Theory of a Dead Man, and their classic song "Bad Girlfriend"? Breaking Benjamin, which I don't know if that's butt rock. I kind of dig it. Even the guy's voice is good.
I still own my iPod. When I was in school, the big one, and I had one Breaking Benjamin song, the song called "Rain." I'm not afraid to say it. Thought this song was interesting. I guess it was like a nursery rhyme, right? Rain, rain, go away. Yeah. That was it, and that's the only reason I know it because a teacher used to sing it, and I used to be like, "Oh man, my teacher's fucking wasted right now. The fuck is he singing?" And I wrote the lyrics on a piece of paper, and then I went home to my computer. I booted it up, all right, and then I put the lyrics, and it Breaking Benjamin came up. So that's the only song I know. But every time I try to listen to other songs by them, it sounds like people in jeans playing rock. So I don't know. Like,
oh man,
Jose Malaya is upset with you. Breaking Benjamin is the shit. Calling them butt rock is an insult. So Malaya, I'm going to give you Jose's
I'm not calling them that.
Send him some nasty gram. Unbelievable.
I don't know any Papa Roach song. I only know that Smooth Criminal song, and that's way too many songs.
That's no. That is not Papa Roach.
Is that not Papa Roach? Who the fuck sings that? Who sings that?
Alien Ant Farm. Oh my gosh.
Oh, even worse. Do you remember that fucking band? That was so horrible. My God, that was like what? Why did that band existed?
Wow.
What was the Papa Roach song that everybody?
Papa Roach was Last Resort.
This is my last.
Yes. So Jose, before I gotta stop you there, Jose. Before I gotta take a deep breath, my last breath, like Creed says, and I'm gonna play this video, and this is for the people watching. I'll have to cut this out because I'm sure I'll get a copyright on this. But nothing encapsulates butt rock more. I found this video from this gentleman, and it's the channel 7 Dads TV. I've never saw it until today, but I'm gonna play this for you guys, and it's pretty miraculous. You ready for this? Hold on to your butts. You ready?
Breaking Benjamin, Theory of a Dead Man, 5 Finger Death Punch. 3 Days Grace, Papa Roach, Seether, Buck Cherry. Only real music, brother. None of that pussy ass bullspit.
Oh no.
Listening to Metallica makes you gay? And I'm the biggest queer you'll ever meet. I love blaring Avenged Sevenfold in my 2008 Impala that I still owe money on. My band, Toxic Waste, we just dropped our first album, Buck Wild. But everyone can't wait for our next album, Diaries of a Savage, live from the VFW.
Welcome home.
Oh my God.
For my 12th birthday, my dad got me a pack of smokes with Buzz Balance too and said, "Hey, smoke up, you little fucking bitch." It's ironic that Linkin Park's hybrid theory is the reason I didn't kill myself. If getting drunk and popping Xanax was an Olympic sport, my bartender girlfriend would win gold every fucking year. System of a Down is kind of like the Beatles, but for guys with assault charges. Listening to Shinedown is like listening to an opera in a trailer park. My bartender girlfriend cheated on me once, but I forgave her because she was drugged. Sometimes I'll throw on Headstrong by Trap right before I get into a fist fight with my bartender girlfriend.
Wait. That voice sounds exactly like Pumpkin
This time I think I got her.
Jeremy!
Lisa, what the fuck? I'm shooting a music video.
I don't give a fuck!
What the fuck? I thought you picked up a shift tonight.
You haven't called since last night. I wanted to know if you're still mad about that fight.
Wow.
And that's where it goes. It went off the rails.
Man.
Jens, please. I beg you, please play that video. 30 seconds, please.
Hang on.
Please.
You sent this in the private chat?
It's Buttrock related. It's the puddle of
Jose,
mud.
hang on.
It's gonna be beautiful. Just 30 seconds. Count. It's gonna be beautiful. Just as he sings. Just like when he sings.
All right. Hang Jose, since I like you, let me get it. Hang on. I got to get it queued up. Let me.
It's
get
alive.
this going.
No one's. You're not gonna get no hits.
Hey,
It's like
listen. Wes Scanlon needs as much money as possible, so this may be close. All right, let me get it queued up. This is for Jose. Jose, I don't take requests often on this show, but we're gonna do this. Right,
it's only been this and that video of somebody kicking someone's in the face that I've ever asked you. There you go.
All right, hang on. All right, here we go. Everybody, hold on to your butts.
Ooh, those bongos. You feel them? Oh no.
You hang me out to dry. I can see you every night. In your life, I will hope you have the time.
All right, you can cut it there, man.
Keep on staying with you. Take advantage while you hang me out to dry. Like
Beautiful,
see you every night. Jose, I don't even know what to say.
Oh man.
I will say that's the only what is it? What's
Jeff,
the name
Jeff's
of the band
applauding.
song? That's the only song by Puddle of Mud I've ever heard in my life.
Jeff, we normally don't do this.
It was better than I could do. It was pretty good.
That was some horrible stuff. I love the video.
Jose, where did you find something? Because I wouldn't even have known on my radar that Puddle of Mud attempted to cover Nirvana.
No, it was everywhere. I saw like everybody was talking about that live. It's been some years now, but I mean, you could sing that song like lower register. Like you don't have to fucking yell at shit. Like I think they never rehearsed it and they would just play it live with some bongos.
Oh, no, Kimbo, that was not Stone Temple Pilots. Kimbo, how
Nice.
dare you? How
Oh
dare you?
man.
Kimbo, how dare you? I can't believe this. Wow.
And again, I don't know any Puddle of Mud songs, so that's the only reference I have.
So I've got two more things, and we'll put Buttrock to dead, I promise, and then we'll show holiday records. That's how we'll finish out the show. So I was watching something, and they said that Buttrock is coming back with new artists, and of course I thought, who in the hell would be stupid enough to try? And apparently there's a musician, and Arnaldo, you may have heard this name, Hardy. Are you familiar with this gentleman, Hardy? Who is
Ed Hardy.
Not Ed Hardy, but he's ghost rock. He's written some songs in country, and he kind of blends genres.
The new Nickelback album, which is live from Nashville, has
on
a
your
track.
label.
Yes, has a track with Hardy.
See, so
And I was asking the people, I was like, "Who's Hardy?" It's like, "You don't know Hardy? He's huge." Apparently, he is.
Is
if
he a
you go to
writer?
Arnaldo's apartment, there is 0.0 evidence of Buttrock, so of course he doesn't know. Come on. And then Arnaldo, this one I do have. This is a direct question. I think you'll get this one, or Rojas might know this one. I know we already talked about Bad Company as probably the origins of Buttrock, and I'm glad we've unearthed that. But before that, do you guys remember that band, The Heights, with Jamie Rivers or Jamie? It was like a made-for-TV band, and they had that. The Heights. How do you talk to an angel? Does anyone remember that song? To me, you guys don't remember that?
No.
Jason Rojas, you had to remember this.
Was it on a WB?
No, he was on he was on 90210, and he was the guy. He was the one who slapped Donna Martin around, and then he had to leave.
I remember now. There
And
was
they gave him a spin-off show called The Heights.
he used to wear a leather jacket, and he was the rocker. He was the musician on the show.
He was kind of the rocker. Yeah, he was.
Not
Yeah,
Jake, the other guy. He was a boyfriend of.
No,
he was
hang on. No, you're blending Melrose Place and 90. Jake Hansen was on Melrose Place. Arnaldo. If you really want to see how ridiculous I am, I know all this nonsense. But let me see if I can find this. Let's see. And this will wrap us on the Buttrock. I mean, this literally went longer than I could have ever imagined, and I don't think we'll ever talk about this again. So I think that okay. So let me. I got to hang on. I got to do the survey because I don't pay for it. All right.
Wait, I want to know something. Is the Buttrock?
No, I tend to disagree with what Dylan just said. No way.
Oh no, this is heresy.
No.
This is heresy, Dylan. It's too late.
Wait,
how many of those Voice of America records have you been smelling? This is no. We can't deal with this. No.
Are you telling me that you think 4 nice Jewish guys invented that shit? You can't say that.
All right, so I'm going to play like a quick segment of this, and then you guys will remember this when I start playing it, I hope. And if not, then I really need to evaluate my life. Hang on a second. Let me go here. All right, you ready for this? Here we go.
Whoa, what is it, 1920?
This is like 90...
1920.
1920.
What the?
Black and white. It was a black and white thing.
You know, this is like less. This is less Buttrock. This is more like Richard Marx.
I remember him. Yeah.
Oh,
this shit is like Buffy the Vampire.
Glasses. That was killer glasses. Remember smoking?
Trying to rip off "Don't Dream It's Over" with that guitar riff.
See, it fits the mold. It's very unoriginal, very formulaic, right?
Whoa, that's
for it. Come on.
Oh man. Ooh, that guitar, right?
That part right here, guys. Oh my god, that's incredible. Jose, it's just like that album you showed, Incredible. So anyway, well, all right. So I think we've literally
throwing some shade on Kiss, man. We got.
We Dylan. Dylan, we don't want to have a transatlantic issue with the Kiss. Ooh. Oh my God, Creed is light years better than Kiss. Oh my gosh. Oh, no.
Wow, you heard it here on Surface Noise. You know,
Surface
Noble
Noise
right here.
The Dylan heel turn is in full effect.
No, that's impossible. You can't say that type of shit.
You know why? No Buttrock has ever come out of New York City.
Well, that's what you think, but
can you say that one of those artists have come out of New York City?
Oh, hang on. Now I
maybe Long Island. Have you been in Long Island?
Yeah.
Where is
I technically live in Long Island.
Oh, there might be some Buttrock bands.
I don't think there's any Buttrock from New York City. We're talking New York City proper.
What is that shit? Buttrock from New York.
Jose, look it up. New York City Buttrock. Hang on, we got
the history of Buttrock. Alternative rock groups from New York. No, it doesn't.
Arnaldo may be onto something.
Because New Yorkers have better taste than Buttrock.
Wow.
Come on. Where produces the Ramones cannot produce any Buttrock.
Well, I'm going to say that Canada has a lot of Buttrock. Canada seems to have a lot of Buttrock.
Arnaldo, the Dylan heel turn is complete. Look at this one. Bad Company is better than Kiss. Oh no!
Well, Jason, can you pull up the cover, the album that you had? Okay, what's the first word that you read on there? I read
it doesn't say but. Doesn't say
says bad.
Buttrock.
It says bad.
Jeff's got some bad company too. He's the one that brought
Straight,
bad
straight
company.
shooter, which I am. I'm a straight shooter, and Bad Company is much better than Kiss. I have to agree.
Oh no! Oh
No,
no!
no.
I don't know how Bad Company sounds, but I don't want to find out.
Okay, apart from Black Sabbath, no good group has had a song with their own name.
That's not true.
Like who?
Jose, what's your answer?
I used to be good with this shit. I used to be good with this. I used to be good with
Another one, Iron Maiden. That would be one.
Oh,
for
Iron
you.
Maiden.
Wow! Oh,
There you go.
Jason for the steal. Jason for the steal. Look at that! Unbelievable.
Let me see. Oh, apparently Bad Company has a song called Bad Company.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Jose,
Oh,
you're not
I don't
paying
know. Well, I don't know.
Wow. All right. Well, guys, why don't we show a couple holiday records and save this live stream from being the Buttrock Invitational. Jeff, you got any holiday records to show? Maybe onesie twosies.
Well, everybody's been messing up all the topics tonight.
True.
I'm going to continue with that. I thought we were just showing new acquisitions.
Oh yeah, I tell you what. Jeff, you're the guest. Why don't we pivot? This is what we call a pivot on the big show. Let's just show a couple pickups, from new pickups, and then we can save holiday. Actually, I'll give it to Spin. Spins can walk everyone through the holiday pickups next week. So Jeff, you are the guest. Show us a couple of new acquisitions, and let's go.
All right. So almost all of these I got like today or a couple days ago. So these are very, very fresh. Like so fresh I haven't even put my own sleeves on yet. But this is David Bowie. This is the first U.S. press, 1969. I love David Bowie. I think he's one of the most influential people out there. And I did not have this record. And I love Space Oddity so much. And I've been relegated to listening to Space Odyssey on Spotify, unfortunately. And just because I couldn't get my hands on one of these, at least clean enough to where I was happy with it. And I was lucky enough to grab this one from a guy up here in North Charleston, and I live in Somerville, so I'm super close to him. It was pretty cool. I want to go. This is by happenstance. If you want to talk about Buttrock, proto Buttrock, which is what I'm more interested in, I just got this REO Speedwagon. Riding the storm out.
Is that your receipt? And how old was the clerk that wrote that receipt? Was that Elliot Cruz? Are you still here? Was that Elliot that wrote that ticket?
No, all of us cool young kids, we're into this. So, I love REO Speedwagon. I have very fond memories of riding in the car with my father, begging him to play 157 Riverside Avenue, basically over and over and over again on repeat. I loved it so much. This is an upgraded copy for me because it's a gold stamp promo, but just got this one. Pumped to have it. Not incredibly expensive, but I was pumped. Speaking of AC/DC, another upgraded copy for me. Any chance I can get a promo copy, I'm going to do it. So I upgraded my Dirty Deeds with a promo. I thought this was cool because it got the timing strip and the stamp.
Yeah.
So anything that tells me it's a promo, I want more of it on there. And it's great that Dylan is on because all of these came from his Whatnot streams. So
nice.
If you have not been on Whatnot to see Dylan's VOA collection that he is selling, and you're not local to his shop, get on Whatnot because holy smokes.
I love me to overpay some stuff.
Yeah, the Voice of America record collection is absolutely phenomenal. So there's Cactus Restrictions. This is the last Cactus record I needed, actually, because I wanted promos of all the Cactus albums, and I never had, I couldn't find a promo of Restrictions. Now, if you want to get technical and be a jerk, this isn't like a white label promo or anything. to me, in my mind, every single one of these records are promos, because a promo to me is a record that was issued to a radio station to play for the masses, right? So the first time that somebody may have heard Cactus Restrictions was off this record. That's a promo to me. I don't need, it doesn't have to be official. These are all promos. This went to a radio station. So
what you're saying is it doesn't have to be water to be water.
No, H2O.
All right, it could be Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. You got 1. So that rounds out my Cactus thing. So I got a couple library records from them. I don't have any. These are my first library records. I'm just getting into it. I'm sure it's going to be a crazy rabbit hole that is going to suck up a ton of my time and money, but I'm just diving into it now, seeing how it goes. KPM seems like a good one.
Sean, Vinyl Dream Kit gives you props on that.
Yeah, Rare Bird. I didn't have this one. I know the UK version is like a little rare and has like a different cover art to it. It's actually cooler, but I'm happy with this. I didn't have that, so. And then it's just part of history. So I got this Led Zeppelin Coda album with the VOA collection. Anything I get, even if I already have it, I just want a little piece of the history, So that's my recent acquisitions.
I dig it. Good stuff. All right, who would like to go next? I am opening up the floor. New pickups. Jose, you've got your finger up. Are you ready?
Yes, because no, I'll go after because I have to leave after this. So, somebody else goes, and then I'll go.
All right, Jason, Arnaldo, who's ready?
All right, Jose, you'll be proud of me because I did my first trade.
All right.
I brought. I was very like, and I actually
trade.
Would you do it on Discogs or in person?
No, I went to Captured Tracks, your favorite store.
Yeah.
And I texted you when I was there.
Music for the Arnaldo's trade. All right.
And I was very strategic. I was looking at their Instagram and saw that they posted something that I've been looking for, which is Surferosa, the UK first press by the Pixies. And I gathered together a bunch of records, a lot of records, to add up to this, as well as I found this in the used section, but it was actually new. Dave Gilmour's Luck and Strange.
I liked. I thought I was not going to listen to that record, but
it's actually good. I really liked it.
What I was going to say is that there's a track with his daughter.
His daughter, yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought that song was really
great. It's a good album. I had streamed it and I already liked it, so I figured, why not pick it up? Because I had traded in more money, like above the Pixies, so I figured, okay. And then I took advantage, I hope you guys did too, of the sale on the Universal You Discover. I think they're still running a 30% off. So I stocked up on a couple of jazz records, namely Pharoah Sanders' Black Unity.
I have that.
I know. Everybody does, except for me. Themby.
Is that the Verve?
What's that?
Is that the Verve?
Yeah, I was very surprised. So I'm slowly walking back the bad rap that Third Man gets.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
They both have a very, very slight warp.
That's a hallmark of the Third Man press.
But at least they sound pretty good. Actually,
Character warp.
They were very quiet. And then to round off the jazz from Universal, been wanting to get this for a while. Love this album, Juju by Wayne Shorter.
Nice.
And Billie Holiday's Body and Soul. And for those of you who are not in on the secret of Barnes & Noble sale,
we've got breaking news. Take this, Westman viewers. We've got a breaking news here. Let's go.
Go to your local Barnes & Noble. There are plenty of box sets. You have to ask them to ring it up. 75% off. But flipping through the bins, you will find stuff at $5, and I found this Mars Volta.
Oh, nice. That's the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one.
What? I like Mars Volta. What is this shit?
And
Jose, are you over at the Westman show?
Yes. How do you know that, huh? How do you know that?
Jose, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Right.
I know where
and then
the
part of still the Universal sale, I got this reissue, the Scissor Sisters, which for me, at the beginning 20 years ago, I used to call it a guilty pleasure, but it's actually a very good album. I love this album.
Does that have the a Pink Floyd cover?
Yeah, it has Comfortably Numb on here.
All right. I used to have that single.
Yeah, it's great.
Believe it or not.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Arnaldo, you're getting some praise from our friend Jefferson. He says that's a nice pickup, Arnaldo.
Yo, you're welcome. Yeah. Can I show you one of the 75 off?
Yeah, show us the goods. That is the good deal. Let's go.
Haven't opened this one yet.
I like that. I like that.
Fragment. Okay. All right.
I think that's one of the better bootleg series.
Kevin, this is correct. I am observing the Westman show. I see they've brought George Borden out of retirement. So George.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I was writing that.
Oh, no.
George, my boy. Enter.
The truce is over. Steve Westman has declared war on this program yet again. We are at war, guys. This is it was the Buttrock. It was the Buttrock that did it. I think the Buttrock. We lost some viewers, but you know what? We said worse.
All right. Can I go? I have to leave after this.
Yeah, Jose. I hope you never ask. Let's go.
And it's better if I go because nobody gives a fuck what I show, so it's fine. All right, there you go. So this first shout out again, Chris Vinyl Piper. I'm getting a lot of Jandek records. So if you know this pretty looking fellow from back in Houston, Texas, this is what some people would call outsider music, which just means that it sounds like you're having nightmares at the same time you're having sex. But I think it's a.
So it sounds like Buttrock. Is that what you're saying?
Oof, that you bet your ass.
Boom.
But this is Follow Your Footstep, which is I think the first song it's a little very Jandek-ish, but the other ones are very, bluesy-ish, a folky, dark, moody. It sounds like you just enter a cave and you're like, just there to have a good fucking scary, beautiful time. Oh, there you go. And then I got this. This is the second time I've had this record. This is if you like John Fahey, if you like guitar, no vocals, beautiful music and instrumental music. This is one of my favorite records from Mexico. It's Rolando Chia. I'm working with him to reissue a record, and they're really hard to come by. And I'm just happy to have it. A guy that had it in pristine condition. And the same guy, I bought this, which it's one of the weirdest covers I have, but this is Arturo Mesa, which is sort of like the Bob Dylan from Mexico. And he's actually playing here while I'm not here. But this is
I heard that was no coincidence, Jose. His people apparently were waiting for you to leave.
Yes, they probably were. But very incredible guy. This is actually one of the first records ever to be composed on a Mac on a computer back in the 80s here in Mexico. So I thought that was neat, interesting looking cover. He used to self-release everything. This is experimental music. The B-side is very crazy and has one song with beautiful poem that it's very interesting. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I love the fact that I don't know what it is. Their actual record's called Sweet Coradi, and that's and just so people think that I can show some stuff that it's not. I have this. I bought my second copy of Yo La Tengo, nice. Which this is my holiday record that I was going to show, but I have to go.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm Jewish, so fuck Santa Claus. And this is a beautiful record, and I was going to show my Hanukkah record that has Jack Black on it, but I don't know where the fuck it is. So this is what I play.
Wait, you weren't going to show the one with Adam Sandler?
Well, I already showed that one. You want me to show that one? I can do
No,
that. I guess.
nobody wants that, Jose. That was just a fair question or hollow.
That's some Bud comedy, huh? Bud comedy. There you go.
But comedy, yeah, new genre.
But if anybody here likes very soft and then very noisy and very beautiful at the same time rocking bands, I think Yo La Tengo, it's top 3 bands from the U.S. and Fuck Bad Company. All right, there you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Roger.
Speaking of bad company, we'll just go there, right? Let's just go there. You know?
Yeah.
You see, that's called what do you call that, huh?
Segue. We call that a segue.
Yeah,
in the
segue.
Yes,
There you
yes, yes. So speaking of the
All back.
fathers of Buttrock, right? This one, Burning Sky Tour, 77. This came out on Record Store Day in 2016. Jeff, what were you going to say about this? Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Woo.
Jeff, I think Jeff was going to make you an offer. Jeff, how much would you?
That's at least $1.
All right.
Man.
I like it.
And then I'll show 2 more. Like we'll save the best one for Jose if he'll stay.
Oof.
You know,
I'll
so
save this for that.
released in 2008, but it was never released on vinyl until this year. Juliana Hatfield, and this is her record, How to Walk Away. And yeah, some people say like she kind of ditched her alt indie cred here and she sounds like Sheryl Crow. Yeah, they're right. She does sound like Sheryl Crow, but I still love this record. It's like very mature for her. So this is Juliana Hatfield, How to Walk Away. Oh man. All right. And for Jose, are you ready?
Wait,
Jose?
I don't know any song by her. What's her famous song? I don't know any songs by her.
You don't know? Like My Sister? You don't know that one?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, wait. You were born when?
I was born in 2009.
Oh, shit. That thing came out in like, what, 92? Oh, my gosh. Never mind.
No, I was definitely not alive back then. No.
And for Jose, from 1972, one of the lost Brazilian classics, a hint of psychedelia and tropicalia. It's Low Borges right here, 1972. Now, this thing is worth a lot of money. Like, it took me 10 years to get this. Beautiful.
Jason's been saving for
record.
10 years. Did you hear that guy saving
I know.
money? All right, beautiful.
And this is, I don't know. Like, if you love that, what is it, that Nascimento record, right? The Club Esquina, you would love this beautiful record.
Esquina.
What label is that on?
This is on the Odia and EMI label in Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Almost everything in Brazil is Odeon or Philips.
So you decided not to wait for the Rhino high fidelity version.
Oh, no.
No, because they would have boosted the bass and the mid-range on it. Come on.
Wait, but maybe it'll come out of the reserves.
Oh, jeez.
It will be like, nobody knows what the fuck he's saying. It's Portuguese. Fuck that shit. And
So,
I boosted the bass.
10 years, right? I mean, man.
Well,
I know, look at that.
is that Caetano Veloso one you have in the back? Is it a stereo or a mono? Huh?
Hombre, it's only in stereo, hombre, this one.
No. The Caetano Veloso. I already said it twice.
This one?
Yes. Is it a mono or a stereo?
Hombre, por favor. We only get this OG in mono. Let's not play around.
Well, you know, funny enough, when Jack Black's label reissued that.
Jack Black. When did he get a record label? Jose.
Jack White.
Wow.
His albino brother, Jack White.
Jeez.
He put it up in mono. So that was nice. So there you go. Nice. Do you have the first ever Caetano Veloso record with Sunday? What is it? It's just called Sunday. What is it?
Right, and he's singing with Gal Costa. Do you want me to get it for Jose here?
No, you can ship it my way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God!
Oh, no.
I'm always
Por favor.
That's why I'm saying.
You can not make me. You don't have to make me big. I'll go get it for Jose. Give me.
I have a couple pickups, but I'm only going to show one for the sake of time. And I showed it to Jason before we started. I finally chased down a copy of the original Chet Baker and Art Pepper Playboys cover. As you can see, we have some masking tape, which is going to stay here because
that's a very Buttrock cover, by the way.
Well, this is the ultimate Buttrock cover. I think this is the birth of Buttrock. probably even before Bad Company. But I want to thank the Academy, but then also we have a nice mailing label, and this came from the collection of Mr. and Mrs. Walter C. Brooks from Cincinnati. So I'd like to thank you for allowing me to chase this down, because I have a couple different represses of this in different forms, but I have been looking for this cover for.
And you found it at the garage sale for $1?
I wish that would have been delightful, but no, it was a few more. It was a few more dollars, but now I feel pretty good, and I can move on to the next pursuit. So, and it sounds pretty good. I got to be honest with you, it's mono. And,
Oof. This is the best record that everybody showed today. This what you
thanks, Jose. Thanks, Jose. It's,
If
if you're telling me the Creed record was not the best record, Jose, we're not friends. Come on.
No.
We showed multiple Bad Company records. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I know,
this
right?
is full of Bad Company. This is the most Bad Company we'll ever show, I think.
I'd rather dip my balls on acid than listen to Bad Company, but that Gal Costa record,
Holy shit!
but that
Wow.
Gal Costa record is very beautiful.
Jose,
Wow, you heard it
Jason,
here,
tell us
folks.
tell us about this record. What are you holding up?
Let Jose introduce it. Jose, what am I showing?
That's the first Gal Costa record with Caetano Veloso. Most people in the U.S. that don't know any, they only know like the danceable type shit from Brazil. Really missing on some really beautiful records. And I would say that Caetano Veloso record and that Gal Costa record, it's one of the most beautiful ones. The lyrics are very nice. I would say that record is as a Sunday record as Velvet Underground and Nico's. It's just a beautiful record to listen to in the morning, have a nice cup of coffee, and avoid thinking about Bad Company or Creed. That's what I was.
George Takei, what was that again?
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed. I can't believe Jose went there, but he did. Well, Jason,
yeah.
those are some strong pickups. I got to be honest. I like.
I bought this
see.
like 10 years ago, I think.
Oh,
So
this is not a new pickup. Oh no, this is
no. This is the new pickup. 10 years for me to get this,
Right.
but 10 years before, when there was no whatever, VC was living under a rock and buying a lot of Buttrock, whatever,
And you got it for $5, right?
Maybe like 20.
Okay.
Oh.
No, Jose. If you look at Human Head,
Yes,
they got a huge collection of Brazilian albums.
Yes, but
Yeah.
like I already told Jason, I don't buy Brazilian records in the US because you guys are paying like $100 more than any human being is paying over here. Like I got all my Gal Costa records for like $20 here.
Jose, have you ever heard of this one? This is Marconi
Nosso
Lutaro.
Reino dos Metrosários.
Yeah, is this a good one?
I guess.
Oh wow, Jose.
No,
What's that Shania Twain song? Don't impress me
it's
much,
like
Jose. Is that what we're saying?
Look, it's just because it's in Portuguese and it's from Brazil. It's like if I say like, hey, is that I don't know, give me an artist. Like any artist, like, is that Imagine Dragons record good?
Oh.
I'll be like, no, just because it's in English, it's
You
not.
mean like New Kids on the Block holiday record that I didn't get to show today? So.
Oh,
That's the first time I've ever seen that record, but by God, I think it's the last one.
Well,
All
first
right.
and last, we're about making dreams come true and nightmares perpetuate. So, anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I think we've not only destroyed the butt rock topic. I'll save yacht rock. I saw yacht rock was a recommended topic. Maybe we'll touch that one another time. Oh, that's Blind Melon Soup. I know that one.
By the way, if anybody here has the Blind Melon record that came out in Analog Sparks, called Nico, by the way, all right, that it's not Chance, and they want to trade me some shit for that, hit me up. But don't offer me no Bad Company records. I'm going to block you, right?
Oh, Jose, Paul Rogers. The estate of Paul Rogers is really just. I'm going to get a lawsuit. There's going to be some libel in my mailbox tomorrow.
Just to be
Slander.
clear, just to be clear, I don't know Bad Company. Like I don't know a single song, but I want to.
Jeff, this is like Wolfsbane to Jose right here. Look at
this. Right here, there you go. Got a nice box here in the shrink. Let's go. Hype stickers.
Jose, look at that hair. I mean, that's a majestic hair. What a man.
I almost went to get my wife beater.
He's talking about the white beater shirt. I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I think it's been a good run.
Can we close on one
that.
thing? Can we
Yeah.
close on one thing?
Yes,
So I had
by
my
all means.
company party yesterday.
Bad
Uh-oh.
company.
This
No,
feels like
wait.
a humble brag. Let's go.
It is, yes. But it's humorous.
Fair.
And leading up to the party, the invite asked all the employees to vote on superlatives. You had the person that most likely would hit 3 shows in one night, the person that would win Name That Tune, and then the person that is most likely to have a huge physical music collection.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
There you go.
I like it, Arnaldo. So
Yeah.
how does that feel? Is that as good or better than a holiday bonus? Would you say?
No. A piece of paper in a frame? No thanks.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
Never know. It's
Yeah.
little things. Little things. All right. Well,
I
great
should
freestyle.
self-give myself something, right?
Oh,
You know, I'm
Jose.
my own boss, so I should self-give something to me.
Jose is the vice president of logistics, customer service, and janitorial services for Aurora Central Records. We're going to have a board meeting tomorrow, just to invite you, and we're going to reevaluate your standing in the company.
By the way, if there's any Buttrock rock, it'll be this shit.
Oh, Jose, why did you bring a cassette on a vinyl show? Come on. Wow. All right. Well, guys, I think we've not only educated, we've titillated and constipated the vinyl community. I want to thank my guest. First of all, Jason, congratulations on the 10-year-old pursuit. That's always a good thing.
You know, the dream is over, right? The dream is over here.
And so much bad company that we will be revealed and reviled in the other areas. Maybe there'll be a vinyl tag. Let's do a bad company vinyl tag. Anytime.
Let me know when that hits.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I thank my guests. You've seen him before. You'll see him again. It's Jose Moreno Ron. Arnaldo, the channel Fidelius_frequency. Jason Rojas, the channel is, wait for it, Jason Rojas. And then new friend, hopefully you'll be back again, Jeff. The channel is Vinyl Record Info. I put it in the chat earlier. I'll put it in the show notes. Check them out, Jeff. Great to have you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
All right. See you guys next time. Next week, Spins Vinyl back at the controls. You'll see some of these faces. And you know the show is over when Jose is bringing out the toy Triceratops. So it's probably a good way to close. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And